Hello and welcome to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to discuss the top 15 Microsoft Excel automations that you can set up with Pabbly Connect. So we all know MS Excel is one of the most popular spreadsheet program used by a lot of people. So we came up with some of the best MS Excel automations that you can set up with Pabbly Connect that are going to help you a lot. So let's discuss a few of them. The first automation that we have is adding Typeform responses to Microsoft Excel. Let's say you have created an online form using Typeform or any other form building application. Now you want that whenever you receive a new form response, you want to add those same form response to MS Excel. So using Pabbly Connect, you can automate this process that you receive a new form submission and automatically those responses will be added in Excel sheet. The next automation that we have is adding Dropbox files to MS Excel automatically. Let's say you are using Dropbox as a cloud storage platform and you want that whenever a new file is uploaded to your Dropbox account, you want to create or maintain a record of that newly uploaded file in MS Excel. So you can automate this process as well, that whenever a file will be uploaded, automatically the details of the file like the file name, description of the file and the file link will be added as a new row in our Excel sheet too. The next automation that we have is adding new Zenler user to Microsoft Excel. Let's say you are using Zenler as a LMS platform and you want to add the details of the new user who is signing up on your Zenler school to Microsoft Excel. So you can automate this process too using Pabbly Connect. The next one is creating QuickBooks online invoice from Microsoft Excel. Let's say you are a business owner and you have the details of each and every sales in your business in an Excel sheet. Now you want that using those sales details, you want to create some invoices. So you can automate this process too, that whenever the details of a new sale will be added in MS Excel, automatically with the same details, you can create a new invoice in QuickBooks. Moving ahead, we have the next automation that is adding leads from Google Lead Ads to Microsoft Excel, Gmail, WhatsApp and SMS. So using this automation, let's say you are running some Google Ads and using those Google Ads, you are generating some new leads. So whenever a new lead will be generated, that new lead will be added in our Excel sheet as a record. And also using this same automation, you can send an email, a WhatsApp message and the SMS to the same lead too. You can automate all of these processes using this single automation. And the last one is uploading YouTube videos from Microsoft Excel. So let's say you are a YouTuber and on a regular basis, you keep on uploading new content on YouTube. So using this automation, you just have to enter the details of the video in MS Excel, like the title, description, tags, and the video file link in MS Excel, and automatically that video will be uploaded in our YouTube channel. So these were just a few of them, but in this complete video, we will be discussing the 15 of the best Excel automations that you can set up. And we are going to show you a step-by-step process that how you can set up all of these automations by yourself. So without any further delay, let's begin.
In this video, we are going to see how to send data from Google Sheets to Microsoft Excel. So let's say you're using Google Sheet as an online spreadsheet and you want that every time new data has been added as a new row there, so the same data should be reflected in your Excel sheet. Now this can be done by integrating these two applications and you can automate this process. So how would you do that? By using Pabbly Connect software. Here, your trigger application would be Google Sheets and your action application would be Microsoft Excel. Now, how would you do this yourself? For that, let me take you to my screen.
So the first thing that we have to do is we have to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we click on enter, it will take us to the landing page of the software. Here on the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can simply sign in. If you are a new user, then you have to click on sign up tab and then you would be able to sign up within 2 minutes. And here at the time of account creation, you will also get 100 free tasks. Now, since I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in. And now it has taken me to the All Apps page. Here, since we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect, so I'm going to click on Access Now. And now we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab Create Workflow. Let's click on this. And here we'll have to name our workflow. So we are doing an integration between Google Sheets and Excel. So I'm going to write Google Sheets to MS Excel integration. And now let's click on Create. So once created, this particular window appears which has got two very important events. One is trigger, another one is action. triggers and actions are basically those two concepts or principles on which this entire automation works. Trigger means when this happens, an action says do this. Action here basically is the response of trigger. Now, since we are integrating Google Sheets with MS Excel, my first application, trigger application would be Google Sheets. Let's click on this. And now let's click on new or updated spreadsheet row. This is our trigger event. Now we have received this webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting Pabbly Connect with Google Sheets so that Pabbly Connect can acquire the information. And now we have to follow these steps. So I'm going to take you to my Google Sheet first. So this is my Google Sheet. The name is new lead data. And then I have the following categories: first name, last name, email and mobile number. Now here, if you have to connect this file with Pabbly Connect, you will have to go to extensions and then you can see Pabbly Connect webhooks. So if you do not have this, first you will go to add-ons and you will click on get add-ons. So once done, you will search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. See, I have already installed it. You can install it. It will not take more than 2 minutes. Now I'm going to cross this, go to extension once again and go to Pabbly Connect webhooks. Here we'll go to initial setup. Let's go to initial setup. As soon as we click on initial setup, you can see that it has selected the sheet and now we have to paste the webhook URL. So once again, we'll go to Pabbly Connect. This webhook URL that we have received here, I'm going to copy it, go back to new lead data sheet and paste it here. Once done, the trigger column. What is the trigger column? It is the final data column on which the data is added. So this is my sheet and D is my trigger column because this is the final column where my data is added. So it has already captured it. Now I'm going to click on send test. As soon as we have done that, you can see that the test data has been sent successfully. So here you can see that we have received the response. So we have received the first name, then the last name, email address, mobile number. This is the name of the spreadsheet and the sheet name is sheet 1. Also remember one thing, that when you are doing this, so always remember to ensure that you enable the send on event option. Now since I have received this information, what do? I have to choose my next application as MS Excel, as Microsoft Excel. Let's click on this. And now the action event would be, we have received some information, it should be added as a new row. So add row to worksheet will be our action event. Let's click on connect. And here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with Microsoft Excel account. So I'm going to click on add new connection and then connect with Microsoft Excel. So here we'll have to pick the account. Let's do that and then provide the access. So I'm going to click on yes. Now the authorization has been successful. Remember that you already should have logged into your Microsoft Excel account. Now here it is asking for the workbook. So this is the Google Sheet contacts list that I've already created, and always remember that the header should be exactly same as that in the Google Sheets. So I have got the same header. Now I'm going to choose this file, Google Sheet contacts. Since there was only one sheet, it has already been captured here, and now we have to map the data. Mapping the data means the data that we have already received in our previous step, we are going to retrieve it. So I'm going to click on Google Sheets. This is the first name, then we have the last name, and then we have the email address, and then we have the mobile number. So once mapped, let's click on save and send test request. So here we have received the API response, and next row range has been mentioned here, A2 to D2. So I'm going to take you to my Google Sheet and refresh this page to check if we have received the data. So yes, here you can see first name is test, last name is 123, and this is the email address and the mobile number. This basically means that our entire integration process between Google Sheets and Excel is totally successful. Now we have to also check it in real time. So I'm going to go back to my Google Sheet and fill in another information. So let's say the name is dummy demo and the last name is 123. And then we have the email address dummydemo@pabblytudes.com, and then we have the mobile number. So we have to check if the same data has been captured by our Excel sheet. So let's go back to our Excel sheet and refresh this page once. So yes, we have received the information here exactly like the way we have fed in our Google Sheet. So the name is dummy demo, then the last name is 123, and the email address and mobile number. So this basically means that this integration process is up to the mark. And remember that we do not have to set up this integration again and again. This is just a one-time process. And let's quickly understand what did we do here. This is a very easy two-step integration process where our trigger application was Google Sheets and our trigger event was new or updated spreadsheet row. Then our action application was Microsoft Excel and our action event was add row to worksheet. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the same workflow which is given in your video description. You can also clone the same workflow to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any suggestion or advice, you can always write to us.
In this video, we will learn how to extract data from monday.com to Microsoft Excel. Now suppose guys you are using monday.com to manage your business. So you want that whenever a new item is created in your monday.com board, you want to add the details of that new item into Microsoft Excel as a new row. And guys, I must tell you that you can completely automate this process. And the trigger of this automation will be creation of new item in monday.com. And the action will be addition of row in Microsoft Excel. Now how you can set up this automation for yourself, that too absolutely free and easily. To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So first, we will go to our browser and search for pabbly.com/connect. And after reaching to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So I will sign in to my own Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you will reach to this all apps page of Pabbly. And in this page, viewers just have to click on access now below Pabbly Connect. Now as you click on access now, you will reach to Pabbly Connect's dashboard. In this dashboard, just click on create workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as monday.com to Microsoft Excel, MS Excel, and click on create. Now we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is first we have to get the details or the data of new items which we are creating in monday.com in Pabbly Connect. Then after that, using Pabbly Connect, we will send that data, that details which we have received from monday.com to Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. Now to do this, here in trigger window in choose app, we have to search for monday.com. Monday.com it is. And after that, in trigger event from the drop down, we have to select new item in board. So basically guys, in this video, I am taking this example that if I get a new item, I want to extract that data and add it to Microsoft Excel. So basically you can basically select any of these triggers. Either you can get the data, extract the data of monday.com whenever an item name is changed or when an item status is changed. So you can basically select any of these according to your choice. I want that whenever a new item is created in a board in my monday.com account, the details of that newly created item should be added in Microsoft Excel sheet. After selecting our trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now using this webhook URL, we will connect our monday.com account with Pabbly Connect. And how we are going to do this? You can refer to the help text given below over here. So just copy this webhook URL from here, go to your monday.com account. And after reaching this account page, on the left side, we can see there is a profiles option. Just click on this and here just click on integrations. After reaching to this integrations page, just scroll down and here you have an option named as webhook. Just click on webhook. After clicking on webhooks, we can see there are several webhook events like when a new update posted, send webhook. When a new column change, send webhook. When an item is created, send webhook. So here we have different events. So we want that monday.com should send the data when a new item is created. So here you can see there are several events. You can basically select any of this event according to your choice and add the webhook URL. I want to get the data when a new item is created using this webhook URL. So I will just select this event and click on add to board. And after that, here we just have to paste the webhook URL. So the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect, just paste it over here. And after that, just click on connect. And that's it guys. We have successfully connected monday.com with Pabbly Connect. Let's click on add to board and this webhook URL is added and now it is active. After doing this, after adding this webhook URL and connecting our monday.com account with Pabbly Connect, what we have to do, we have selected event as new item in board. So we have to basically generate a test response. For that, we will basically add a test item, a dummy item in our monday.com board. How we are going to do this? So this is my board and this is the board name is this month. So we are just going to add a dummy item over here. So let me add the item as MS Excel is pending. MS Excel integration is pending. Okay, so this is an item which I have created. Let me add a person, for example, test ID, and the status is stuck. Okay, so just now I have added a new item in my monday.com board. So this is the item name, this is the person to whom I have assigned, and this is the status of the item. Now, because we have connected monday.com and Pabbly Connect, we will see as we add this item, the details of this newly added item in our monday.com board will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So let's go to Pabbly Connect, and here we will see that we will be receiving the response within few seconds. And yes guys, as you can see here we have received the response, and in this response you will see the details of the new item which we have created just now. So like this, you can see this is the title of the item which we have added, and this month this is the name of the group in which group we have added this title, and this is the date and time at what date and time this title is added. But guys, we haven't received the details like other details of this item. For example, the person to whom we have assigned and what is the status. So basically guys, what we have to do, we have to actually extract the details of this newly created item in our monday.com board. Now to do so, to extract the details, we will just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, we will once again search for monday.com. So we will be using an action step of monday.com, that is get item. So let me scroll down, get an item. This is the action step. Just select this action step in the action window, and after that just click on connect and select add new connection. Now what we have to do, using the webhook URL, we have connected monday.com with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step. But now to connect monday.com in action step, we have to enter the API token of our monday.com account. Now here you must be thinking how we are going to get the API token. So follow the help text given below over here. Just go to your monday.com account. On the left side, we can have this profiles option. Just click on it, and after that, click on admin section over here. After clicking on admin section, on the left side, we can see several options, out of which there's an option named as API. Click on API, and then here you can see the API key of your monday.com account. Just click on this copy button, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after that, just click on save. And now you will see that your monday.com account will be added in the action step as well. After connecting monday.com account, it is asking us three things: board, group, and item ID. That what is the item ID of the item whose details we want to get. Then what is the group, in which group that item is created and in which board. So basically we have received the group ID, item ID, and the board ID over here in our trigger response. So this is basically the board ID, this is the item ID, and this is the group. So one by one, we have to map these details over here in this field of monday.com. And guys, before mapping, just turn the mapping button in front of this on and clear the default response. And after that, let me tell you that the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and in the drop down below, you can see all the responses which we have received from monday.com in our trigger window of creation of new item can be seen over here. And out of all of these responses, select the response of board ID and map it over here. And that we can see that this board ID is now successfully mapped over here. After mapping the board ID, we have to map the group. So just turn the group button on over here, the mapping button in front of group on. Just clear it, and from the drop down, we have this group ID. So just map this group. And after that, at last, item ID. Just turn the mapping button on in front of item ID, clear the item ID field, and from the drop down, select the and map this pulse ID, that is the item ID. And after mapping all of these details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now, as we click on Save and Send Test Request, we can see that we have received a response over here. And in this response, we will find all the details of this new item which we have created. We have the name of the item, the date and time, at what date and time this item was created. Then we have the group of the item. Then we will scroll down and we will have the status. So stuck, this is the status of the item. So guys, basically, we can see that all the details of this new item which we have created in monday.com are now received. Now let's basically send these details into our Microsoft Excel sheet. For that, we will just scroll down and click on this Add Action Step button over here. And here in Choose App, we will search for Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel it is. And after that, in Action Event from the drop down, we will select Add Row to Worksheet. Click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now guys, we have to basically connect our Microsoft Excel account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we just have to click on Connect with this button of Connect with Microsoft Excel. So guys, as we click on this, you can see that Pabbly Connect has automatically detected my Microsoft Excel account. Because guys, in this browser, I have already logged into my Excel sheet. So this is my sheet. I have already logged into my Microsoft Excel account. And here Pabbly Connect has detected the account and asking me for the authorization permission. I'll just click on yes and give it the permission. And after that, we will see that our Microsoft Excel account will automatically get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, the first thing it asks us is the workbook. So in the drop down below, we can see a list of all the workbooks which we have created in Microsoft Excel can be seen over here. And out of which we have to select the workbook in which we want to add this new item details. So I have created this workbook by the name of new items. So I will select this workbook from the drop down, new items. Now after mapping the workbook, it is asking us for the worksheet. So here, as you can see, in this workbook, I have only one sheet named as Sheet 1. So we will select Sheet 1 in the worksheet section. And after selecting the worksheet, it is asking us column A, column B, column C, and column D. So we can see all the columns which we have created in our Microsoft Excel sheet can be seen over here. And now we have to map the data which we want to add in this column. So in place of column A, in column A, we wanted to add the name of the item. So we have received name of the item from monday.com. This is the name. So we have to basically map this name of the item over here in this column A field. And guys, as we also, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and from the drop down from the responses of monday.com, select the name of the item and map it over here. And yes, it is mapped. Now in column B, we wanted to map the status. So we have received the status in the second step, get item step of this newly created item. So from this responses, from the responses of monday.com get item responses step, we will select the status. So this is the status, just select it and map it. Now in column C, we wanted to add the date and time, at what date and time we have created. So that too we have received from monday.com. This is created date and time, just select it and map it. And at last, it is asking us in column D, it is asking us for the group name. So we have received the name of the group. This is the name of the group this month in which we have created this, basically created this item this month. This is the name of the group. So we have mapped the name of the group over here. And after mapping all of these details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, we can see that we have successfully received a response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here, basically the details of new item, creation of new item from monday.com is now successfully added in our Microsoft Excel sheet. So let's check it. We'll go to Microsoft Excel. We will just refresh this sheet once. And yes guys, here you can see that the same details of the same item which we have created just now in this video few minutes ago, the details of that same item are now extracted and are added in our Microsoft Excel sheet. This is the same item name, same status which you have added, the same created date and time, at what date and time we have created this item and in which group. So in this way guys, we have successfully created this automation by which whenever a new item will be created in Microsoft in monday.com, the details of that new item creation will be added in Microsoft Excel. So in this video, we took an example of new item creation, but as I told you, you can basically set up this automation for some other event as well, as you can see in the trigger window in the trigger window. So guys, not just these applications, you can basically connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free.
In this video, we are going to learn how you can add Typeform entries as rows on an Excel spreadsheet. So the idea here is that you have created a form using your Typeform account. Now you want that whenever the form is filled, automatically using the details of the form submission, a new record should be added as a new row to your Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. For that, you need to integrate your Typeform account with Microsoft Excel. So how you can set up this automation and how you can integrate both these software applications using Pabbly Connect, for that you need to come to my screen. So welcome back to my screen. Here let us type Pabbly Pabbly.com in our browser. This is the website of Pabbly. Here we have to come to products and click on Pabbly Connect. This is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. As you're the first time user, you have to click on sign up for free button and you can create your own account in just 2 minutes. And you're going to get free task every month. If you're already a user of Pabbly Connect, simply click on sign in. In the all apps section, come to Pabbly Connect and click on access now. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, come to this plus sign and click on create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as add Typeform entries as rows on an Excel spreadsheet. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on create. Now we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this particular use case, we want that whenever the form is submitted and you receive some entries in your Typeform account, automatically the same details should be added to your Excel spreadsheet also. So first we need to integrate Typeform with Pabbly Connect. So simply open this trigger window and here choose the application name as Typeform. Select the trigger event as new entry. Click on connect. Click on add new connection and click on connect with Typeform. Now here it is asking for the access, so let's scroll down and click on accept over here to give away the access. Authorization successful, and now the Typeform account is connected to Pabbly Connect just because I was already logged into my Typeform account. So make sure before creating a connection you're logged into your Typeform account. Okay. Now as we have created a connection between Typeform and Pabbly Connect, now here we can find all the forms names that we have created in our Typeform account. So here you can see 3 form names are captured over here as new office policy feedback, customer feedback form and registration form for webinar. So here also you can see that in my Typeform account I have already created these 3 forms. Okay, the forms are same. So now I want that whenever the registration form for webinar is submitted, then the details should be captured in Pabbly Connect. So here I'll be selecting the specific form name. Okay, and now let's click on save and send test request. Do you wish to resend the request again? Now let's click on yes. And here we can see that it is waiting for the response. So in order to capture the response, we have to do a test submission. It means we have to fill up the registration form for the webinar in our Typeform account. So I'll just take you to the form. Here, let's open the form and you can see we don't have any responses over here. No responses. Let's open the form. So in this particular form, I am collecting the details for the first name, last name, email address, contact number, as well as the company name of the registrant. If you want to add some more fields or some more form details, you have to just click on this plus sign to add a new question as per your requirement. Okay. And once you're done creating this particular form, you have to just click on publish. Okay. Then move to share option. And here we'll get a form link. So you have to simply copy this link from here
and I'll be opening it in a new tab so that we can fill in the details on the name of our registrant. So let's enter the details over here. The first name as demo, last name as name itself, email address as demo@pabblytudes.com. Let's enter the contact number over here and company name as Pabbly, and click on submit. Thanks for completing this Typeform. So the form has been submitted. Now let's move back to Pabbly Connect, and within some seconds the response will be captured over here. Okay, and here we can see the response is received, and here in the response we have got all the details related to the form and the submitter. Okay, here we can find the form name as registration form for webinar, and when we scroll down we can find all other details: the first name of the candidate, the last name, his email address, his contact number, and his company name. Okay, so now we want to send this particular data to our Excel spreadsheet. For that we need to integrate our Microsoft Excel account with Pabbly Connect. So simply open this action step and here choose the application name as Microsoft Excel. Select the action event as add row to worksheet. Click on connect, click on add new connection and click on connect with Microsoft Excel. Now it is asking let this app access your info. So let's scroll down and click on yes to give away the access over here. Authorization successful. And now Microsoft Excel account is connected to Pabbly Connect just because I was already logged into my Microsoft Excel account. So make sure before creating a connection you are logged in. Now here we have to select the workbook. So as we have created a connection between Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect, here we can find all the spreadsheet names or the workbooks name that we have created in our Microsoft Excel account. So I'll just take you to the spreadsheet. So here I have already created a spreadsheet named webinar registrants, where I am collecting the details for the registrants: first name, last name, email address, phone number, and the company name. And here the sheet name is sheet 1 itself. Okay, so now I want all the data to be added in this particular worksheet, that is webinar registrant. So I have to select the same spreadsheet name or the workbook name as webinar registrants over here. Now here we have to select the worksheet. So as I have created a single worksheet in this particular spreadsheet, this worksheet name is automatically captured. Okay, if you have created multiple worksheets, from the drop down you can select your specific worksheet name. Okay, now here it is asking for the first name, last name, email address and other details. So we have already got all these details from our trigger response over here. So we will be mapping these details now. Okay, let's scroll down for mapping. Just click it over here. Come to Typeform trigger response, and here let us map the first name. So the first name was demo. In the same way we will be mapping the last name. So last name was name itself. Here we have to map the email address. Here we'll be mapping the phone number. And here we'll be mapping the company name. So we have mapped all the details. Now let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the responses received. It means the details are added to our Excel spreadsheet. Let's check it. We have to just refresh it. Okay, and here we can find the first name as demo, last name as name, email address, phone number and the company name. So all the details of the registrants are entered over here. So in this way we can see that our integration is working fine. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect and let us save this workflow first. Data saved successfully. Okay, now we are going to check this in the real time, that whether our integration is actually working fine or not. For that, I'll just move to the registration form once again. And here I'll be entering the details of some other participant or other registrant over here. Okay, now let's give the first name as dummy customer this time. Last name as customer. Email address as dummy@pabblytudes.com. Let's enter the contact number and company name as Magnet Brains this time. And let's click on submit. So thanks for completing this Typeform. Form has been submitted. Now we are going to check whether the form details are added to our Excel spreadsheet or not. We have to just refresh our Excel spreadsheet. Okay, and here we can find first name as dummy, last name as customer, email address is phone number, as well as the company name as Magnet Brains. So in this way, we can see that our integration is perfectly working fine. So whenever the type form will be submitted, automatically the details of the submission will be captured over here in this particular Excel spreadsheet. And in this way, our integration is perfectly working fine. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. So first we have created an integration between Typeform and Pabbly Connect so that whenever the form is submitted and the details of the submission are captured, automatically all the details are captured in Pabbly Connect. And then using those details of the form submission, we have created a new row, or we have added the same details to our Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. And in this way, we have created a successful integration between Typeform and Microsoft Excel using Pabbly Connect. Thank you.
So in this video, we will learn how to create Trello cards from new row in Microsoft Excel. Now guys, the automation which we are going to create, using this you can automatically create new cards in Trello. So the trigger of this automation will be addition of new row, addition of new data in Microsoft Excel, and the action will be creation of card in Trello. Now guys, how you are going to set up this automation for yourself? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So first, we will go to a browser and search for pabbly.com/connect. And after reaching to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So I will sign into my own Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you will reach to this all apps page of Pabbly. Here you have to click on access now below Pabbly Connect. After clicking on Access Now, you can see that we have reached Pabbly Connect's dashboard. In this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Microsoft Excel, MS Excel to Trello, and click on Create. Now we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is, first we have to get the details or the data of new task which we are entering in our Microsoft Excel sheet in Pabbly Connect. After that, after getting the data, we have to send that same data to Trello so that we can create a card over there with the data in Microsoft Excel. Now to begin with, here in trigger window, in choose app, we have to search for Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel it is. And after that, in trigger event from the drop down, we have to select new row in worksheet. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Microsoft Excel account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just click on this connect with Microsoft Excel button. And guys, because I have already connected or already logged into my own browser in my Microsoft Excel account, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account. And now it is asking us for the authorization permission. Just click on yes, and then we will see that our Microsoft Excel account gets connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the next thing it asks us is the workbook. So in the drop down below, we can see a list of all the workbooks which we have created in our Microsoft Excel account can be seen over here. So the workbook which we are going to use in this video is named as Ongoing Team Project. So in this workbook, in this Excel sheet, I am adding all the details of the projects on which me and my team members are working on. Details like the name of the project, the description of the project, and the due date. So I want that whenever I add the details of a new project as a new row in Microsoft Excel, a new card should be created in my Trello account on this board. The board named as Daily Task and Report, and under this working on list. Now guys, we have to get this data from this sheet, Ongoing Team Project. So we will be selecting this sheet, this Excel sheet over here in this workbook section, Ongoing Team Project. Just select the sheet. So after selecting our workbook, it is asking us for the worksheet. And as you can see in this workbook, I have only one sheet named as Sheet 1. So here in the drop down, we will select Sheet 1. And after that, as we click on Save and Send Test Request, the details of the first row, means after the headings, the details of the first row will be captured in Pabbly Connect. So let's add the details of a new project. For example, I'll add the project name as Microsoft To Do Integration. Let's after this add the description. Have to integrate Microsoft To Do with Pabbly Connect. And after adding the description as well, we wanted to add the current date. Just let me do a little bit of formatting with this, and that's it. So we are done. And yes, let's add a due date. So due date will be September 4th, 2022. So this is the due date. Now after adding these details, this data using which we want to create a card in Trello, after adding this data in a new row, we will go to Pabbly Connect and click on Save and Send Test Request. And after clicking on Save and Send Test Request, we can see that the data which we have just now added in Microsoft Excel is now received in Pabbly Connect. So here in trigger window in response received, we can see the same response. So we have the name of the project which we have added, Microsoft To Do Integration. We have the description of the project as well as the due date which we have added in Microsoft Excel sheet. So basically the step 1 of setting up this automation is now successfully completed. We have successfully added the details in Microsoft Excel sheet, and we have received that data in Pabbly Connect, so that using these details we can create a new card in Trello. Now after this, what we have to do, we have to send this data to Trello so that we can create a card over there using Pabbly Connect and this automation. Now to do so, we will scroll down and come to this action window over here. And in Choose App, we will search for Trello. Get Trello, select Trello from here. And after that, in Action Event from the drop-down, we have to select Create a Card with plain text type description. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Trello account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, it requires the username, API key and API token of our Trello account. Now here you must be thinking how we are going to get these details. Now to get these details, as you can see, I have already logged into my Trello account in my browser. And after logging in at this connection page, you can see a help text below that, which says you can find the above details by logging to your Trello account. So we have already did. After login, you can get the API key and can generate the token from here. So here we have the hyperlink. Just click on it, and in a new tab, it will take you to a page. And at this page, you can find the API key of your Trello account. Just copy this API key from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After that, get back to this developers page, and below it, we have another hyperlink named as token. Just click on this token hyperlink, and at this page, you will find the username of your Trello account. Just copy this username from here, go to Pabbly Connect's connection window and paste it over here. And at last, at this usernames page, just scroll down and click on this allow button. And now you can see the token. Just copy this token from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after getting all of this detail and adding it at this window, just click on save. Now as we click on save, we will see that our Trello account get connected with Pabbly Connect. So you just don't have to do anything. Just log into your Trello account in your browser. After that, just click on the hyperlink given in the connection window in the help text. Then just you copy the API key from this page and username and token from this page and add it over here. After making this connection, the next thing it asks us is to choose the board. So in the drop down below, we can see a list of all the boards which we have created in our Trello account can be seen over here. And out of all of these boards, board in which I want to create a new card using this Microsoft Excel detail is named as Daily Task and Reports. So we will be selecting this board in the drop down below, Daily Task and Report. After selecting our board, the next thing it asks us is the list ID. So here in this board, I have created 3 different lists. Right now, the first list is Daily Task, the second list is Working On, and the third list is Monthly Task. So I want the data which I am adding in Microsoft Excel using these details, a new card should be created in this list named as Working On. So in whichever list you want to add the data, from the drop down, select that list. So here from this drop down, I will be selecting working on. Then after that, it is asking us some details of the card which we want to create, like the name of the card, the description, position, member ID, label ID, due date, and all of these things. So we have received the name of the project, the name of the card, description from Microsoft Excel. So I want to name the card as the data I have entered in Microsoft Excel. This is it. Then we have this data, the description of the card, and the due date as well. So what we have to do, we have to actually map this data, map this response of data which we have received from Microsoft Excel in this Trello's action step. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and in the drop down below, you can see all the responses which we have received from Microsoft Excel can be seen over here. And out of all of these responses, select the response of the name of the card and map it. So I want to add the name of the card as the name of the project. I want that the name of the project should be the name of the card in Trello. So that's why I have added the response of the name of the project in this name section. Then in description, I want to add the description of the project. So we have also received the description. Using the same technique of mapping, we will add the description as well. Just click on this field, and from the drop down below from Microsoft Excel responses, select the response of description and map it. The next thing it asks us is the position, that the new card which we are creating, it should be positioned at the bottom of the list or at the top of the list. I want that every new card should be placed at the top. So I will select top over here. Then it is asking us the member ID. Do I want to add or label any kind of member or my Trello board member to this new card? So I don't want to do it, so I'll just leave this field blank. Also the label ID. I also don't want to add any kind of label to this new card, so I will just leave this label ID field as blank. Then it is asking us for the due date. So we have received the due date from Microsoft Excel. This is it. Now we have to map this same date over here in this due date field. And the help text below it says enter a due date from the card in this format. So we have to enter the due date in this format, that is month, day and year. So we have entered the due date in our Microsoft Excel sheet in this same format, month, date and year, 4th of September 2022. So we will be mapping the same date. Just click here, and from the drop down below, map the due date. And the URL source, this is also not a required field, a mandatory field. So we are going to just ignore this field for now. And after mapping all of these basic details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, we can see that we have received a response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here, basically the data of which we have added in Microsoft Excel sheet, using this data, we have created a new card in Trello. So let's see. We will go to a Trello board, and yes, you can see that here in this list working on, which we have selected in Pabbly Connect over here, a new card has been created. The name of the card is Microsoft To Do Integration. Same name which we have entered in our Microsoft Excel sheet. Then in the description of this card says we have to integrate Microsoft To Do with Pabbly Connect. So the same description which we have entered in Microsoft Excel sheet, and also the same due date, 4th of September 2022. So we also have the due date over here. Let's see for the due date. Okay, this is 4th of September 2022, the same due date. This means, guys, the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. Now, every time I will add the details of a new card, a new project in this Microsoft Excel sheet, automatically using that details, a new card will be created in my Trello board over here in this particular list. Now, after setting up this automation, let's get back to Pabbly Connect and understand in brief that what are the steps we followed. So first, we have created a workflow in Pabbly Connect. And in this workflow, we have connected Microsoft Excel with Pabbly Connect. Then after that, we have received the data or the response which we are entering in our Microsoft Excel. The data of a new row which we have entered, we have captured that data in Pabbly Connect. After that, using Pabbly Connect, we have sent that same data to Trello so that using that data, we can create a new card in Trello. So not just these applications, guys, you can basically connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free.
In this video, we will learn how to send Google Ads lead to Microsoft Excel, Gmail, WhatsApp and SMS automatically. So let's say you are running Google Ads and whenever a new lead is captured using Google Lead Form extension, you want to add the very same lead automatically to Excel, and you even want to get notified about the same lead on your WhatsApp number, on your Gmail account and on Twilio, basically on the SMS as well. And to create this automation, I am going to connect my Google Ads with Excel, WhatsApp, Gmail and Twilio with the help of an integration software. So if you want to set this automation for yourself, just follow this video till end. So this is the website of that automation software, Pabbly Connect, with the help of which I am going to connect my lead form extension with Excel, WhatsApp, Gmail and Twilio. And you can also reach to this website by typing pabbly.com/connect. Now first create your free account from this button. I am already an existing user, that is why I am clicking on signing. And in the free account, you will also get free tasks to test this automation in the free account, that too every month. Now you'll have to click on access now, and this is how you will reach to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Click on this button, create workflow and enter workflow name here. So provide any random name to your automation, to your workflow. Send Google Ads lead to MS Excel, Gmail, WhatsApp and SMS. I have provided this particular name. Now click on create and you will see two boxes in front of you, trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. When this happens, do this. Understand with an example. Whenever a sale happens in a payment gateway application, send an email via Gmail application automatically. According to our use case, whenever the lead is arrived in Google Lead Form extension, add the very same lead to MS Excel application and then to Gmail, WhatsApp and Twilio. So this is how we are going to select the applications and connect them in order to create this automation. And here I am going to search for Google Lead Form because I want to transfer these leads to multiple applications. That is why the trigger application will be the same, and in the trigger event, of course, I will keep it as new lead. Now you can see a webhook URL has been provided. So I'm going to connect Google Lead Form with the Pabbly Connect with the help of this URL, and the instruction for the same have already given. Just follow them one by one. So copy this webhook URL, and I am already logged into my ads.google.com, and this is the lead form extension. The name of my form is travel booking form. The business name here is the traveling agency. Fill this form and we will arrange a stay for you. So assume that you are running ads for your traveling booking agency. So this is the basic lead capture form which I am going to connect with the Pabbly Connect with the webhook URL. So okay, so read here, export leads from Google Ads. So yes, I want to export the leads to multiple applications. That is why I will click on the same, and here you will have to search for the webhook integration. Well, one webhook URL has already been added. Let me delete this existing one, and I'm going to paste the new webhook URL which I have just received from the Pabbly Connect. And here, since I am not running any live advertisement, that is why I am going to do a test submission with this particular button, send test data. Okay, you can even read for the instructions. It is asking, it is waiting for the webhook response, and it is asking for to do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So again, going back to my Google Ads account, and here I have provided just a random key, and I am going to click on this button, send test, because I am not running any live ad. So assume that a new lead is arrived, and you can see the test data sent. Check your data management system to see if you have received the test data. So let me click on save, going back to Pabbly Connect and wait for the response. Well, the response has been arrived immediately as soon as I have submitted that particular form. And assume that you have received a lead and the name of the lead is first name and last name. Well, this is just a test data, so you will have to assume that. But when you will run the actual advertisement, you will receive the new leads. You will receive the actual leads. Okay, and here is the phone number, a test phone number, and here is the email address of the person, and this is the city. So this is how you have captured the data of your lead form extension in Pabbly Connect. So the first step of our integration is done. Now moving further, I want to add the very same lead to MS Excel. So that is why here I will select Microsoft Excel. And in action event, I will select add row to worksheet. Okay, click on connect. Now click on add new connection, click on connect with Microsoft Excel, and it will ask you the access of your account in which you have created your workbook, your Excel sheet. So provide the same. Well, I am already logged into my Excel account, to my OneDrive account in different tabs. So that is why it has not asked me for the access, and the authorization has been successful immediately. And you can see the Microsoft Excel will be connected with the Pabbly Connect immediately. And it is connected. The very first thing it is asking for the workbook name, and you can see whatever the workbooks are available into your account have started visible here since we are connected. And I am going to select the workbook name as all traveling inquiry. Let me correct the spelling, let me make it better, all traveling inquiry leads. This is the workbook I have created in which I want to capture all my leads. I want to collect all my leads. Let me search for the same all traveling inquiry. Let me first refresh it so that the changes will be reflected here immediately. Again search for the webhook. Well, traveling, yes, the changes has been reflected, all traveling inquiry leads. Okay, and worksheet will be the same because I have just a single worksheet here. Now moving further, these are the 4 same columns which I have added in my worksheet. Let me even show you: name, email, phone number and city. And here name, email, phone number and city. So I need to provide the data so that the same data can be reflected here, can be collected here automatically. From where? Remember, we have just received the response via Google Lead Form extension, and I'm going to fill the same data here in the drop down, basically from the drop down. I do not need to copy the data and paste it here, enter text or map data. So I'm going to map it from the previous step. Okay, so this is the drop down, and here I'm going to search for the name. This is the name of the person, and in the email field, of course, I will map the email only, and here is the email address of the person. And in the phone number, well, I have this phone number also, and finally the city which the person has selected for, and this is the city, Mountain View. So I have added the details, clicking on this button save and send test request and waiting for the response, and you will see the same data will be added immediately to your Excel account. You can see the responses received. Going back here and let me refresh my worksheet, and you will see the data will be added automatically, and yes, the data has been added. So this is how you can automatically collect your lead in MS Excel automatically. Now moving further, the next step is actually collecting the same lead on WhatsApp, Gmail and on SMS, basically getting notified on these 3 applications. So first I am going to select for the WhatsApp. Well, for sending the WhatsApp messages, here I will use WhatsApp Cloud API, which is the official API of WhatsApp. Alright, and in action event I will select for send template message. Click on connect, click on add new connection. It is asking for 3 details in order to connect the WhatsApp Cloud API account with the Pabbly Connect. So you'll have to open new tab and type developers.facebook.com in your browser, and this is how you will reach to the meta website. Okay, meta website of Facebook, and here I am already logged into my WhatsApp Cloud API account. That is why it is showing my apps. Now once you will create your account in this particular app, you will have to create an app first and generate a permanent token. And if you're not sure how to create an app and generate a permanent token, I have attached the video for the same in my description box. Please go to my description box, check those 2 videos and come back here. Now you can see my Connect message app. I have already created one app inside my account. Here in the left side you will find an option of WhatsApp. Click on getting started, and here exactly we will get all three details, but basically the temporary access token, copy it and paste it here. Again, I am using the temporary access token. You will have to generate a permanent token as explained here. Okay, this will also expire in next 23 hours. So I'm repeating again, you will have to generate a permanent token. Now this is the phone number ID, copy and paste it here. And lastly, the WhatsApp business account ID, again copy and paste it here. Click on save, and this is how you can connect your WhatsApp Cloud API account with the Pabbly Connect. And you can see whatever the templates are available in your WhatsApp Cloud API account have started visible here. Now you must be thinking, what are the message templates? Under the step 2 section, here you will find an option of here, and here you will find all the message templates which I have created in advance and then get them approved via Facebook. Well, what are the message templates? So whenever you want to send WhatsApp messages to your customer, to your user, or in case you want to receive any WhatsApp message, first you will have to create a message template, get it approved via Facebook. Basically, you will have to submit it for the approval, and you can see few of the template are actually active and few of them are even rejected. Well, if I'll click on the see more, you will see that few of the template are even rejected. Okay, so let me show you the name of my template which I have created already in advance and get it approved. New lead received. This is the name of my template. I have chosen English as the language, and this is the header text from where you can add anything. Well, I have not added any header text here. In case you want to attach the document and the media, that can be also added here in the header. Well, I will choose none again, and from here exactly you can create your message. You can see, hi, we have a new request on our, here the form name will appear, and these are the lead details, and you can see 1 2 3 4 5. Well, these are the 5 variables in the place of which the values will come. Okay, so whatever the values I want to keep on changing with every new lead, I have kept them in the form of variable. You can see the preview for the same from here, and do not forget to provide the add sample before you submit the template for the review. Well, the samples are just the sample content, a random content which you are going to provide to your sample, to your variables. All right, clicking on cancel, and I have not added any footer, any buttons, because these are optional. Going back here, and let me search for the same template name here in the Pabbly Connect. All right, this is the template new lead received. Now I will keep the language code and template ID as it is. It is asking me for the recipient mobile number. For now, I am just adding a dummy number, but make sure you add a real number while sending the message. All right, and remember, the number should be in this particular format. Okay, the number, mobile number with country code and without plus sign. I'm repeating this again, the number should be with country code and without plus sign. This is my country code since I am from India. Now it is asking for body field 1 2 3 4 and 5. Well, these are the same variables which I have kept in my template. Remember, 1 2 3 4 5. Let me expand it a little bit. Okay, you can now see it clearly, and I am going to provide the data, and whatever the data I am going to provide here will be replaced automatically, and this is how the WhatsApp message sending process will execute it. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect, and let me fill these fields one by one. First, it is asking for the name. Well, here my name will appear. So how about I write it as dummy person? Okay, this is my name, assume that. Now it is asking for the form name. So first I'm going to check whether I have received any form name or not. If not, I will write it manually. Well, I do not have any form number, so how about I write it as manually, travel booking form. Okay, this one is also done. Asking for the, finally, the leads 3 4 5. These are the lead details. So let me map the same from the Google lead form response. Here is the name of the person, first name and last name. Here is the email address. Well, you can even search for the values directly from here, and with the help of @ I have searched for the email also. And finally, the phone number. Here is the dummy phone number of the lead. Clicking on this button once again same, but let me first log in to my WhatsApp account so that I can show you how exactly you will receive the messages on your WhatsApp. So I have logged into my WhatsApp web, coming back to Pabbly Connect, and let me first replace this dummy number with my personal WhatsApp number. So I have added the number, clicking on this button once again and waiting for the response, waiting for the message to arrive. Well, yes, the response is received and waiting for the message also here. And yes, the message is also arrived. Let me refresh it. So I have received a new lead notification as, "Hi dummy person, we have a new request on our travel booking form. Details are given below. The name of the person, email of the person, and mobile number of the person from Pabbly team." Okay, coming back to Pabbly Connect, and this step has also executed. Now finally I am going to send these lead notification to Gmail application, and then further we will send it on the SMS. So that is why in the next application I am going to choose Gmail, and in the action event I will select just send an email. Click on connect, click on add new connection, connect with the Gmail once again, and provide the access of your Gmail account from which you would like to send the messages, send the email. Well, I have provided the same, and you will see that the Pabbly Connect account will be connected with Gmail also. Authorization is successful, it is connected. It is asking for the recipient email address. Well, you can add as many as email addresses as you want by separating the comma, and here I am going to add my email address. Okay, so this is the email address on which I would like to receive the lead notification. Leave CCC blank, leave BCC blank, sender name, how about Pabbly manager or Pabbly team? You can keep anything as you want. Email subject, new lead is arrived via Google Ads. Okay, so this is going to be the subject line. Reply to, keep it blank. Email content type will be plain only, and finally the email content, "Hello dummy person, we have received a new lead via Google Ads lead. These following are the details. And I am going to map the details one by one. Here the name will appear. Let me map the name. Enter. Email will appear. Okay, again map the email address. This is the email address, test@example.com, and finally the phone number of the person, colon once again, and let me search for the phone number of the person from Team Pabbly. Okay, so this is the message, this is the email I have composed directly from here. And in case you have any file name or file attachment to be sent, you can even attach the same, but right now I do not have anything. Going to click on this button, but again let's open my Gmail account first. This is the Gmail account. Now clicking on this button and again wait for the email to arrive. Well, the response result status is sent. Coming back here, and yes, you can see, well, it is not the same message. Let me first refresh it. All right, and you can see the message has been arrived, the email has been arrived, new lead is arrived via Google Ads. Let me increase the zoom percentage so that you can see it clearly. This is the subject line, "Hello dummy person, we have received a new lead via Google Ads lead. Following are the details, name, email, phone number from Team Pabbly." So this is how you can even get the notification on your Gmail as well. Moving further, finally the last step of this automation is sending the lead notification on the SMS. All right, so that is why for sending the SMS I am going to make use of Twilio, which is the SMS application. You can use any SMS application in place of Twilio. Click on connect, click on add new connection, and it is asking for the following details. So I'll go back to my Twilio account. This is the Twilio account. I'm going to click on setup later and will find these details. Well, you can see it is asking to click me here. So click here and I have opened it in a new tab, and from here exactly I will find the following details which it is asking for the connection. Well, verification code required for access. So let me provide the same. So this is the verification code. Click on verify. And here from the left hand side, click on API keys and tokens. Coming at the bottom section here, you will find the SID. Copy, paste it in both the sections. Okay, it is asking for twice. And this is the primary token. Click on this I and copy your token, paste it here. This is how you can connect your Twilio account with Pabbly Connect. You can see it is connected, asking for the body of the SMS. Basically the SMS which you would like to send to the people. Basically you would like to receive. How about I copy the same content which I have sent on my Gmail. So let me copy the same and I'm going to paste the same content in the body of the SMS. And I'll replace few details here. Well, the name will be same, dummy user. Alright. And let me give the spaces, few spaces. Here I will map the name of the person. Here I will map the email of the person, and finally the phone number of the person. So this is how I am going to create a message, create an SMS, and will send and will receive on my number only. Okay, so I have composed a message. Let me map the details finally. All right. Here I am going to map the name again from here only. Asking for the email address again. Finally, the phone number of the person. So I have provided all the lead details and it is asking for the sender and recipient number. Here of course I will add my phone number, but in sender number, well, I am going to get my sender number from the Twilio trial account only. This is actually the trial account where the Twilio has provided me a trial number. Okay, and you can see here in the bottom section my Twilio phone number which I have copied and pasted. Let me provide this number as well. So I have provided my real phone number, and make sure you provide the number in this particular format. Do not forget to provide the country code along with this plus sign. Clicking on the save and send test request and waiting for the response one last time. And yes, the response is received. Let me even upload the screenshot of the SMS which I have just received. So this is the automated message which I have received with the help of this automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. Alright, so this is how you can create the automation inside Pabbly Connect. And now onwards, whenever a new lead will arrive in your Google lead form, the same lead will be automatically added to Microsoft Excel. You do not have to do anything manually, and the same lead will be then sent to your WhatsApp number, to your Gmail account, and on your SMS as well. And once you have created this automation inside Pabbly Connect, you do not have to do anything manually. In case you want this whole setup, this whole workflow into your account, I am going to attach a shareable link of the same workflow from where exactly you can clone the same workflow into your account, that too for free.
In this video, we are going to learn how you can create tasks in Asana from Microsoft Excel. So let's suppose you have created an Excel spreadsheet where you are adding some task details. Now you want that whenever you're going to add a new task detail to your Excel spreadsheet, automatically using those details, a new task should get created into your task management software, that is Asana. For that, you need to integrate your Excel spreadsheet with your Asana account. So here your trigger application would be Microsoft Excel and your action application would be Asana. So how you can integrate both these software applications using Pabbly Connect? For that, you need to come to my screen.
To integrate Microsoft Excel with Asana, first we need to log into Pabbly.com. This is the website of Pabbly. Here we can find two options: sign in, sign up free. If you are a new user, you have to just click on sign up for free button and you can create your own account in just 2 minutes. And you're going to get free tasks every month. If you're already a user of Pabbly Connect, simply sign in. In the All Apps section, access Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this plus sign, create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as Microsoft Excel to Asana integration. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on create. Now we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this particular use case, we want that whenever we enter the data in our Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, automatically using those details, a new task should get created into your Asana account. For that, first we need to integrate Microsoft Excel with Pabbly Connect. So open this trigger window and here choose the application name as Microsoft Excel. Select the trigger event as new row in a worksheet. Now let's click on connect. Click on add new connection and click on connect with Microsoft Excel. Now here it is asking for the access. So let's scroll down and click on yes to give over the permissions over here. Authorization successful. And now the Microsoft Excel account is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now as we have created a connection, here we can find all the workbooks that I have created in my Excel account. So I'll just show you the workbook which I have already created. That is Asana task creation. And here I have added some details of the task, that is the task name, its description and the due date. So now we are going to integrate this particular spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. So we have to select the same spreadsheet name over here as Asana task creation. Now here, as I have created a single worksheet in this particular workbook, the worksheet name is automatically captured as task over here. Okay, here you can find the sheet name as task and the same spreadsheet name is captured over here as task. Okay, now if you have created multiple spreadsheets or multiple worksheets, then you have to select your specific worksheet from the drop down. And now let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the responses received and all the details of our Excel spreadsheet are captured over here. We can find the row index. We can find the title or the task name as MailChimp integration. Here we can find its description and the due date. Now here I want to give you an important information that here you can see that the data has captured immediately. But sometimes it may take some time in capturing the data as the trigger here is polling based. So if your data doesn't get captured immediately, don't worry about that and please wait for 15-20 minutes patiently. The data will surely arrive. Okay, and here also it is mentioned that this particular trigger will check for the new data in every 8 hours. Okay, so now we want that using these details of the Excel spreadsheet, a new task should get created into a Asana account. So now let's integrate Asana with Pabbly Connect. So come to this action window and here choose the application name as Asana. Select the action event as create a task. Click on connect, click on add new connection and click on connect with Asana. Authorization successful. And now the Asana account is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now here we have to select the workspace. So my workspace name is my workspace, which is automatically captured over here. Here you have to select your workspace name and here you have to select your project name, in which project you want to create the task. Okay, so as I have created a single project over here, you can find my project name as Connect. So which is automatically captured over here. And now here we have to enter the task details, that is the task name, notes and other details. So we have already got all these details from our trigger response over here. So now we are going to map all these details. Okay, for mapping, simply scroll down, just click it over here, come to the trigger response and from the drop down we have to select the task name. In the same way, we'll be mapping the notes, the description over here. So let us map the description in the notes. And here we have to enter the due at date or due on date. It is mentioned due at takes an ISO 8601 date string in UTC and it should not be used together with due on. So you have to give any of these dates. Either you can give due at date or you can give due on date. And make sure you have entered due at date in this particular format, that is YY, MM and DD along with the time zone. Okay, and here if you are entering due on date, then you have to give the format in YY, MM and DD format. So as you can see that we already have received this date over here in the trigger response in YY, MM and DD format. So I'm just going to map the same over here. Okay, now here we have to select the assignee name to whom you want to assign this task. So I want this task to be assigned to Ashmita Mandal. So I'm just selecting the name of this particular person. Okay, and now let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the response is received. It means a new task is created into our Asana account. Let's check it. Okay, and here we have got a new task created named MailChimp integration. Here we can find the assignee name as Ashmita, and here we can find the due date as 10th of November. The same date was mentioned over here as 10th of November. Now let us open these task details also. And here we can find its description, integrate MailChimp with Pabbly Connect. So in this way, we can see that our integration is working fine. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect and let us save this workflow first. Data saved successfully. Okay. Now, as we have set up an automation, this is a one-time process. Next time, whenever you're going to add a data to your Excel spreadsheet, automatically using those details, a new task will get created into your Asana account. So now let us check this in the real time that whether our integration is actually working fine or not. For that, I'll just move to my Excel spreadsheet and here let us enter some task details. Task name as GitHub integration. And let's give the description as integrate GitHub with Pabbly Connect. And let's give the due date as 15th of November 2022. Okay, so we have entered the details. Now let us check our Asana account, whether a new task is created over here or not. So let's refresh it. And even after refreshing, we can't find the new task added over here just because I have already informed you that the trigger here is polling based and it will take time to capture the response. So here we have to wait for some time. So it's almost 3 to 4 minutes. Let us refresh our Asana account once again. Okay, and here we can see a new task created named GitHub integration. Here we can find the assignee name as Ashmita itself and we can find the due date as 15th of November this time. Let's open the task details and here we can find the task description as integrate GitHub with Pabbly Connect. So here in this way we can see that our integration is perfectly working fine. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect and now I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. So first we have created an integration between Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect so that whenever you're going to enter the new data into a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, automatically the details are captured in Pabbly Connect. And then using those details, we have created a new task in our Asana account. And in this way, we have learned that how we can integrate Microsoft Excel with Asana using Pabbly Connect. Thank you.
In this video, I'll show you how you can automatically upload YouTube videos from MS Excel. So whatever the video you would like to upload on your YouTube channel, you can simply add the details of that video, basically the file, the title, tags and other details into your Excel sheet. And then we are going to connect our Excel sheet with the YouTube with the help of an automation software. And after that, every time you're going to add the details, the automation will automatically upload the video on your YouTube channel. You do not have to do anything manually, and in this way you do not even have to share the access of your YouTube channel with your team members. You can simply share the access of your Excel sheet with the team members in which you are adding the details, and what will happen, they can directly add the video details here and the uploading will be done automatically without even sharing the access. So if you also want to learn that how you can completely automate your video uploading task directly from the Excel sheet, come with me and I'll show you the whole process step by step. So this is the Excel sheet I have created where I have already added all the details related to the video, and now I'm going to connect my Excel sheet with the YouTube application so that every time I'm going to add the new video details, the uploading will be done automatically, and I'm going to build the connection in between these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing integration and automation software, and you can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect. If you are a new user of Pabbly Connect, you will have to sign up for free, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kinds of amazing automation. I'm already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so that is why I'm clicking on sign in and then I have to click on access now. Now after reaching out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, the very first thing is you'll have to click on this blue button create workflow and simply provide a random name to your workflow to your automation. So I'm providing the name as automatically upload YouTube videos from Excel. Okay, now click on create and then you will find two boxes in front of you. Those are actually trigger and action. Okay, so trigger means when this happens, action means do this. Whenever this happens, do this. Understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, automatically send an email via Gmail application. And here, according to our use case, whenever the video details added to MS Excel application, automatically upload the video in YouTube application. So this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are setting up an automation. And in this video, I'm going to set an automation in between Microsoft Excel and YouTube. So that is why the first application here will be the Microsoft Excel, and in the trigger event, well, I want that whenever I am adding a new row, basically whenever I am adding the data into the new row of the worksheet, this automation should start trigger. So that is why I have selected the same. Now the idea here is I am going to connect my MS Excel sheet with the Pabbly Connect so that we can capture the details of the video into the Pabbly Connect first, and then we are going to send the same data to a YouTube application. It is asking for the details, so I'm going to first provide the access. Alright, so I have provided the access of my OneDrive account in which I have created my Excel sheet, and you can see the authorization is successful and the Excel account will be connected with Pabbly Connect. Now, firstly, it is asking to select the workbook. Well, I have the workbook named as daily video published sheet. I'm sorry for that. So I'm going to search for the same workbook. Okay, so here is that daily video published sheet. Okay, and in the worksheet, well, I just have a single sheet only, so I'll go with the same only. Now I'll be clicking on this button and you will see that whatever the details I have added here, basically the most recent details will be captured here. Okay, so clicking on this button and you will see the same data will be captured here. Okay, so the response is received. Let us check the details one by one. So firstly, it has provided us the row index. The second thing, it is the title of my video. Here you can see how to contact Pabbly Connect team. This is going to be the title of my YouTube video, how to contact a Pabbly Connect team. Here we have the video file URL. Okay, here you can see the video file URL in the second column, and here we have the tags, the description, the image URL, and let us check other details. All right, so we have all these details. So the presence of this data clearly shows that the first step of our automation is successful, which was connecting MS Excel and Pabbly Connect and capturing the data here. Now we are going to send the same data to the YouTube application so that we'll be able to upload the videos directly. So that is why I have selected YouTube as the action application and an action event. Since I want to upload the video, so that is why I'll go with the same, and this is actually in the beta mode currently. Okay, now I'm going to connect to my YouTube account with the Pabbly Connect. So you just need to simply provide the access of your YouTube account. Well, I have already made the connection in between YouTube account and Pabbly Connect previously, so I'll go with the existing connection only. But make sure that whenever you are about to connect to your YouTube and Pabbly Connect, you'll have to go with the add a new connection, and you just need to provide the access of your YouTube channel. The very first thing, it is asking for the channel ID. So I have the channel ID as the demo channel only, so I'll go with the same. Second thing, it is asking for the video title, the description, the video URL, the tags, and other details which are actually required in order to publish the video, in order to upload the video. So I'm going to fill these details one by one, and I don't need to manually fill these details. From where I'm going to fill these details? Well, remember, I have just received the data as a response of MS Excel sheet, so I'm going to map the same data here, and mapping is very simple. You just need to click on that particular field and you will find the above data here in the drop down, and here we have the title as how to contact Pabbly Connect team. This is going to be my video title. Asking for the video description, so I have the description as in this video. You can see how you can easily connect with the Pabbly Connect team. All right, asking for the video file URL. Okay, so you can actually read the instructions here and check the supported file formats here. Okay, so now I am going to map the file URL, and you must be thinking that what is this mapping all about, which I am repeating in in front of you again and again. So whatever the details I am mapping here will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in the real time. So this is the significance of mapping. Okay, so I'm repeating this again, that whatever the details I'm mapping here will replace automatically. So what will happen, let's say someone is going to add the new data here. So firstly, the new data will be captured via Pabbly Connect here, and this particular response will replace these existing values which I am mapping here. But let's say if I am going to provide the details manually, that detail will remain same. Okay, so this is how, so this is why the mapping is important. And here I would like to tell you one more thing, that the trigger of our Microsoft Excel work every 8 hours. Okay, so this trigger will check for the new data in every 8 hours. So what will happen, every time I'm going to add the new data here within the 8 hours or in next 8 hours, it will pick that video data automatically into the Pabbly Connect, and then everything will be proceed in this way. So this might take few hours in uploading the YouTube video, but it will surely upload the videos automatically once you will set up an automation inside Pabbly Connect in between MS Excel and YouTube. Okay, so let us proceed further. We have mapped all these details. Now it is asking for the category ID and other details. So let us fill the other details once. Okay, so it is asking for the video visibility status. So how about I go with the public, since I want to make my video directly published via MS Excel application. Now notifying the subscribers, I'll go with the yes. Allow embedding, true. Audience, no, it is not made for the kids. Self-declared made for kids, false. Okay, you can do these settings as per your requirement, as per your choice. Now I'll be clicking on this button, but one thing is still left, which is category ID, which is actually required. Okay, so you'll have to read the instructions, enter the video category to be assigned to the video. The category ID can be retrieved using the list video categories action. Okay, example this. Okay, so in order to fetch this category ID, I'll have to introduce one more action step before this YouTube upload video action step. Okay, so here I'm going to click on this plus icon, and here I will select YouTube once again, and as per the instructions I'm going to select the action event as list video categories. Here, where is the list of video categories? Here is that particular action event. You can again read the instructions, that it has clearly mentioned that the category ID can be retrieved using the list of videos categories action step. Okay, so I have already added that particular action step. Now I'll be connecting my YouTube channel with Pabbly Connect, and here I'll go with the existing connection, and it is asking for the country code. Since I belongs to India, I'll be adding the country code of India, and you will see that it will give the response of all the category IDs. Okay, so basically whatever the category your channel belongs to, so let's say your channel belongs to the film and animation, so you will get the category ID as one. You will have to add the category ID as one. Let's say your channel belongs to autos and vehicles, your category ID will be the 2. Let us check for other details. Okay, so let's say your channel belongs to the sports category. In that case, you will have to provide the category as 70 again. So I am going to search for the 22 number category, because my channel is actually belongs to this particular category. Okay, so I'll go with this 22 only. Okay, so either I can map this particular value, or I can even add it manually. So it is completely up to you, and this category ID is not going to change. So how about I'll manually copy the category ID and paste it here, and again 22 was just an example. Since I belongs to the people and blogs category, my channel belongs to the same, so that is why I'm adding this particular category ID. Now I'll be clicking on this button, save and send test request, and you will see the videos will be uploaded. But before that, I'll have to read this important note, and here they have also provided a help guide. So I'm going to open this help guide, and let us see what exactly they are saying. Alright, so we have two scenarios how to upload videos on YouTube. The first scenario is if your uploading video size is less than 1 GB, alright, let us check the second scenario, and we have the second scenario is if your uploading video size is greater than 1 GB. Okay, so my video is actually within the 1 GB, so I'll go with this particular process, and it is asking to use the YouTube upload video action, which I have already selected. Well, it is asking that after uploading the video, use the delay by Pabbly action step for 8 minutes. This is the amount of delay after which we will recheck the video upload status. So I'll come back to Pabbly Connect, and after clicking on this button, I am also going to apply this delay step because this YouTube video uploading task may take some time, maybe up to 8 minutes. So that is why we are going to stop this particular automation for at least 8 minutes, and then we are going to check the status of the video. Okay, so clicking on this plus icon, and here I am providing the delay function, and delay is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect using which you can delay your workflows, your automation for n number of times, for any number of minutes, hours and weeks. Alright, so I just want to delay for minutes. For how many minutes? For 8 minutes. So that is why I have added this particular value. Now I'll click on this button, and you will see that my automation will be delayed for the 8 minutes. Now let us come back to this instruction, and next it is asking to check the video upload status. So use the YouTube get video upload status action after the delay step, okay, to fetch the final response. Again, I'll be coming back here, clicking on this plus icon, and here I am going to search for the YouTube once again, and in the action event, as per the instruction, I'll go with this get video upload status action event. Okay, so let us search for the same, and with the help of this action event, we are going to check the video status which we have just uploaded. All right, so I have connected, and it is asking for the request ID. So enter the request ID that you have received in the response of upload video. So let us check whether we have actually received any ID. All right, so this was the step of video uploading. All right, you can see, and let us check the response for the same. And yes, we have received the request ID, which I'm going to map instead of providing the detail manually. Okay, so if you'll click on that button, you will find the response here, and here we have the request ID. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, fingers crossed, waiting for the response. Let us check the status. All right, where is the status? I'll have to Control F. Okay, alright, you can clearly see that the status is actually public and it has got uploaded. My YouTube video has got uploaded successfully, and the privacy, basically the access permission was public. Okay, so let us go back to our YouTube channel and check for my video whether it has got uploaded automatically or not. And so I had the video title as how to contact Pabbly Connect team, support team, connect with Pabbly Connect. These were the tags. This was the description. Let us come back to YouTube channel and how to contact Pabbly Connect team. If I'll click on that, if I'll open this particular video, you can see it is the same video description. Well, I'll have to check whether the spelling mistake was done in the MS Excel only, and yes, since I have added the incorrect spelling, and the same incorrect spelling has been captured here, has been updated here. Let us even check the tags also. Okay, so here if I'll click on show more option, I have the tag section as this, and yes, I have two tags as connect with Pabbly team and the support team. Let us check the cross check. Okay, so connect with Pabbly team and support team. So this is how now onwards, once you have set up the automation inside Pabbly Connect, simply sit back and relax, because every time you are going to add the details of your video here, those videos will be uploaded automatically on your YouTube channel in next few hours. You do not have to do anything manually. In case you are loving this automation and you want to clone this workflow into your Pabbly Connect account, I'll share this workflow into my description box. You just need to click on that link, sign up for free in the Pabbly Connect, and the same workflow which I have created in front of you will be cloned into Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. In this video, I'll show you how to add new uploaded Google Drive file links in MS Excel automatically. So the idea here is whenever any team member is going to upload a file into a specific Google Drive folder, we are going to automatically add the file link to MS Excel so that your team can access all the file links directly from one place, and at the same time you can create a backup in a sorted way. So if you also want to set this automation for yourself, come with me and I will show you the whole process step by step. So this is my Google Drive where I have created a folder with the name all new designs or files, and whenever any of my team member is going to upload the important files, I am going to add the link of that file along with the name here into the MS Excel. And to do that, I am going to integrate Google Drive and MS Excel with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing integration and automation software by which you can easily connect multiple applications and automate your task. And you can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect. I will also attach this link into my description box. Now, if you are a new user of Pabbly Connect, you'll have to sign up for free, where you will also get free tasks every month in your account in order to test these kinds of amazing automation. And I am already an existing user of Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I've clicked on sign in. Then I have selected this Pabbly Connect access now among all application. Okay. And this is how I have reached to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. And after reaching here, firstly, click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide any random name to your workflow. Okay, so I'm providing the name as sync Google Drive files with MS Excel automatically. Okay, I'm providing this particular name. Click on create and then you'll find two boxes. So these are going to be trigger and action. So trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So whenever this happens, do this. Understand with an example also. Whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, let's say, send an email via Gmail application. Okay. And according to our use case, whenever any new file is uploaded into Google Drive application, automatically upload that file, automatically add the link of that file into the MS Excel application. Okay. So this is how you need to always select the application in which you are building an automation. Okay, and in this case I'm building this automation in between Google Drive application and in between Excel application. Okay, so that is why I am selecting these two applications. Okay, I'm going to do the setup of Microsoft later. Firstly, I'm going to connect to Google Drive with the Pabbly Connect so that every time any new file is uploaded in a specific folder, the data should be received via Pabbly Connect, or basically this automation should trigger. Okay, and for the connection you'll have to choose this add a new connection and simply provide the access of your drive in which you are about to upload the files. Okay, I'll go with the existing connections only because I have already made the connections, but if you are building this connection for the first time, you'll have to go with the new connections only. Okay, and here you can see, since we are connected, whatever the files and folders are available inside my drive have started visible here. Okay, so I'm going to select this particular folder, that is all new design and files, and here you can see it is actually visible at the top. And after clicking on this button, you will see how the data of this particular file will be fetched up via Pabbly Connect, and currently there is no data inside my Google Drive, so that is why a blank response has been fetched up. Okay, so now I am going to upload a new file right in front of you, and you will see how the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect only. Okay. Alright, so I am uploading this particular PDF file right in front of you, and you will see how Pabbly Connect will capture these details. Alright, the item is uploading and it has uploaded. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and the name of this particular file is Neat Revision Notes for Biology, and here you can see the response is received already. Let me show you the details one by one. Alright, so here, where is the name of that particular file? Here you can see the title is Neat Revision Notes for Biology. Okay, let me also show you the link. Okay, link of that file. Okay, web content link. Let me show you that link. Okay, and if I will open this link in front of you, you will see it is actually a downloadable link. Okay, and why it is actually getting downloaded? Because I have specifically changed the permission of this particular folder from anyone with the view. Okay, let me show you. Since I have changed the permission as anyone with the link, so So that is why I am now able to access this particular file. I am now able to download this particular file. Okay, just in case if I will change this permission and if I will restrict this particular folder, I won't be able to download it and I won't be even able to send it to different application or maybe to this Microsoft Excel. Okay, basically I will be able to send it, but people won't be able to open that particular link from the MS Excel. Okay, so it was just a tip that you'll have to change the permission of your folder if you want this automation to run. Okay, coming back to Pabbly Connect, and the presence of this data clearly shows that this step of our automation, basically connection in between Pabbly Connect and Drive, is working absolutely fine. And as soon as anyone is going to upload any file here, the trigger will check for the new data in every 10 minutes, and in every 10 minutes it is going to fetch out that particular file. Okay, moving further here in the action events, since I want to add a row to my existing sheet. Okay, so here you can see I have already created a sheet. Okay, I hope everything is visible to you. Let me keep it as 150 so that the data will be clear to you. Okay, so since I want to add a row to worksheet, and in that row I'm going to add the details, so that is why I have specifically selected this particular action event. Okay, click on add new connection, and again you will have to provide the access of your Excel account, basically your Microsoft 365 account. Okay, again I will go with the existing connections because I have already connected Excel with the Pabbly Connect earlier. Okay, and again make sure if you are building this connection for the first time, you will have to go with the new connections only. And here whatever the workbooks are available inside my Excel have started visible here, and again I will be selecting this all file links. Okay, let me search for the same all file links. All right, here we have that webhook. Okay, and in this webhook, in this workbook, I have this data as the worksheet. Okay, well it will be selected automatically since I just have a single worksheet only inside this particular workbook. Alright, so here you can see it has selected automatically, and I just have two columns here, one with the file name, another with the file link. So that is why only two columns, those same columns are visible here. Okay, and I just need to provide the values, and this is how this automation is going to take place. But I don't need to manually copy this particular data and I saved it. Okay, I'm going to map it, and mapping is very simple inside Pabbly Connect. Simply click on this particular field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Okay, so firstly it is asking for the file name, so let me search for that file name. Okay, here you can see the original file name was Neat Revision Notes for Biology. So I have fetched this particular name. Asking for the file link, so I have already shown you that web content link is the link which we are about to send. So I have mapped the same, and again I will tell you that whatever the details you are going to map here will be replaced automatically. Okay, and whatever the details you are going to provide manually, this particular data will remain same. Okay, so that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation. Okay, and this is how this automation is going to take place. Finally I have clicked on save and send test request, and you will see how the details will be also captured via Pabbly Connect. Let me first refresh this particular Excel sheet. And here you can see, okay, I think I should minimize it so that you can see the data very clearly. Okay, so the file name is this and the file link is this. Let me even open this particular file and will show you how this file will be is actually downloadable. And yes, it is the same file. Okay, so this is how now onwards, every time someone is going to upload any file here, the links will be same automatically inside our Excel account, and not only in the Excel. If you want to save these links into your Google Sheet, into the Airtable, into the Notion, that can also be possible. You can visit our Pabbly channel so that you can get an idea that how you can create this automation. Okay, and to automate this process, you just need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect once. After that, you can sit back and relax because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Okay, just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this particular link, the workflow link, into my description box. You just need to click on that link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation which I have created in front of you into your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. If you want to keep a track record of all your Dropbox files into MS Excel, then this video is for you, because here I'm going to teach you how to add Dropbox file links to MS Excel automatically. So what will happen, every time a new file is uploaded in your Dropbox folder, the same file link will be added automatically into your MS Excel spreadsheet, and not just into the Excel. If you want to organize your Dropbox file into Google Sheets, into Airtable, that is also possible. So if you also want to learn how you can set this automation for yourself, come with me and I will show you the whole process step by step. So this is my Dropbox account and this is the MS Excel file which I have created, and as soon as I will upload any new file here, you will see how the file link will be added automatically into MS Excel. But in order to do that, I'll have to first integrate Dropbox and MS Excel, and I'm going to do that with Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing integration and automation software via which you can easily connect multiple applications and automate your task. And you can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect. I will also attach this link into my description box for your reference. Now, if you are a new user of Pabbly Connect, you will have to sign up for free, where you will also get free tasks every month in order to test such kinds of amazing automation. I'm already an existing user, so firstly I have clicked on sign in, then I have selected this Pabbly Connect access now among all the application, and this is how I have reached to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have pasted the name as when new file is uploaded in Dropbox, add a file link in MS Excel. Okay, after providing the name, click on this create option, and then you will find two boxes in front of you. So these are actually trigger and action. So here trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So whenever this happens, automatically do this. Understand with an example also. Whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application. According to our use case, whenever any new file is uploaded into the Dropbox application, then automatically save that file link into the MS Excel application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the application in which you are building an automation. Okay, in this case I'm building an automation in Dropbox and Microsoft Excel application, so that is why I have searched these two applications. Okay, now I'm going to connect this Dropbox with Pabbly Connect, and I want that the automation should triggers when a new file is added to a specific folder, so that is why I am selecting this particular trigger event. Now I'm going to connect a Dropbox with the Pabbly Connect. So click on this add a new connection, then click on connect with Dropbox, and since I'm already logged in into my Dropbox account, so the authorization is successful directly. It has not asked me any access. Okay, now it is asking me to provide the folder path, so you will have to read the instructions that while checking a file in the folder named sample folder, the folder path will be like this. Okay, so I have the folder name as this, all blog files submitted via freelancer. Okay, so assume that some freelancer is actually uploading the file into this specific folder. Okay, I am uploading the file of the freelancers here. Okay, and I want that those file links should be also added, should be also organized automatically into MS Excel. That is why I am creating this automation. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, so I have copied the name of my folder, and as per the instruction I am providing the very same name here. Okay, here you can see, and further read the instructions that further in subfolder, the sample folder and the new folder, the folder path will look like this. Okay, so here the main folder name will appear and the subfolder name will appear. Okay, so this is how you will have to provide the path of your subfolder. Okay, so I have provided the path name, folder path. Basically I will be clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will see how the details of this particular folder will be captured via Pabbly Connect. But before that I am going to upload a file in front of you into this particular folder. Alright, so I have one PDF file of my blog, okay, which I am going to upload here, and once the uploading is finished I will then click on that button, and you will see how the details of that particular folder, that particular file will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Alright, here you can see the response is received. Let me show you the details one by one. Alright, so here I have the shareable link. Okay, so let me check that what particular link is this all about. Alright, it is the same link. Alright, now here I have the response to URL also. The visibility of this particular file is actually public. Alright, and here I have the path also, which I have mentioned above. Here you can see All right, and let me show you other details as well one by one. So here we have the type of the file, here we have the name of the file as well. Okay, so this is how I have all the details of the Dropbox, and the first step of our automation is actually done. Okay, the presence of this data clearly shows that connection in between Dropbox and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Now what will happen, every time a new file is uploaded into this specific folder, Pabbly Connect will capture that file in every 10 minutes automatically. Okay, this trigger will check for the new data in every 10 minutes. Okay, so just in case if your file is not getting captured in real time when this automation is working, don't worry about that. You will have to wait patiently for at least 10 minutes. Okay, now the first step is done. Finally, I will be connecting this Microsoft Excel to Pabbly Connect. Okay, and in the action event, I will be adding this add row to worksheet. Now click on connect, click on add a new connection, click on connect with Microsoft Excel, and now here you will have to provide the access of your Excel account in which you want to save the files. Alright, so I have provided the access, and here you can see the authorization is successful, and you will see how Microsoft Excel will be connected with Pabbly Connect. And it is connected, and the very first thing it is asking me to select a workbook. Okay, so here you can see whatever the workbooks are available inside my Excel account have started visible here since we are connected. Okay, so let me show you. I have the file link, I have the workbook name as all file links. Okay, so I'm going to search for the very same workbook, that is all file link. All right, here we have that very same workbook asking to select the worksheet. So I just have a single sheet only with the name data, so you will see how it will be selected automatically. Now as soon as I have selected this worksheet and workbook, whatever the columns I have available inside my Excel account, inside my Excel spreadsheet have started visible here. Here you can see, well, why it is visible like this, I'll have to save, I'll have to refresh this automation once. Alright, so I have refreshed this workflow. Let me check whether that data has gone or not. Alright. Well, it is still visible. I'll have to check with my team that what is wrong with this. Okay, but don't worry about that, you can ignore it for now. I will get it fixed. So currently I just have a single column into my spreadsheet, so that is why a single column field is visible here. But I would also like to capture the file name, so I'm actually adding this file name column also inside my spreadsheet, inside my Excel sheet, and then I will click on this refresh to fetch new items, and you will see how one more column will visible here as soon as I will refresh this particular section. And here you can see the second column is also started visible here, and that error is also gone. Okay, so now I just need to provide the file link and the file name here, and this is how the data will be saved automatically. And don't worry, I don't need to manually copy the data from anywhere and paste it here manually. Okay, remember we have just received the response into our previous step. Okay, so I'm going to map this particular data into these fields. Okay, into these two fields, and mapping is very simple inside Pabbly Connect. You just need to click on this particular field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Okay, simply find the link of your file. Okay, so here I have the file link. All right, so let me map the shareable link, and secondly I will be adding the file name. All right, so where is the file name? I'll have to check. All right, here I have the file name as blog on digital marketing along with this extension. Okay, now I will be clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will see how the data will be added automatically. I'll have to first wait for the response. All right, the response is received already, and here you can see the file link is added and the file name is also added. Okay, so this is how now onwards every time you are going to upload any new file here into your Dropbox, the same file link along with the file name will be added automatically for sure into this Excel sheet. Okay, and don't worry if your files are not getting captured in real time. You will have to wait for at least 10 minutes because our trigger here is this trigger will check for the new data in every 10 minutes. It is a polling based trigger, so that is why it might take some time. It might take at least 10 minutes. Okay, and to automate this process you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that you can simply close Pabbly Connect, sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually after setting up this automation, okay? And just in case if you want to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the shareable link of my workflow into the description box. You just need to click on that link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and you will be able to access the very same workflow, the very same automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. And here I have forgot to tell you a very important thing, that is whatever the details we have mapped into this particular field, this data will replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. This is how this automation is going to take place, okay? Just in case if you will provide any data manually, this data will remain same, but whatever the details you have mapped here, these details will be replaced automatically when a new file will be uploaded here, okay? So what will happen, a new file will arrive here, Pabbly Connect will capture that detail and it will automatically replace these values with that new file link, okay? So this is how this automation is going to take place.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to send Facebook conversion purchase events for new Microsoft Excel row. Now guys, if you are running some Facebook ads, this automation is going to help you a lot. So using this automation, whenever you are going to add a new row of data of a new purchase, of a new sale in your Microsoft Excel sheet, you can send that exact same data to Facebook conversion API as a purchase event, so that using that data, you can optimize your Facebook ad and send the conversion details back to Facebook ads. So if you want to know how you can set up this automation, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. After reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Microsoft Excel, MS Excel, to Facebook Conversion API. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first, we have to connect our Microsoft Excel sheet with Pabbly Connect, so that every time in a new row we add the details of a new sale, the data of that new sale will be received inside our Pabbly Connect workflow. And after that, using Pabbly Connect, automatically we are going to send the data of that new sale, that new purchase event, to Facebook Conversion API, so that we can optimize our Facebook ad on that basis. So let's see how it is done. Now here in Trigger window, in Choose App, search for Microsoft Excel. Just select it. And then in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select the trigger event as New Row in Worksheet. After selecting our trigger event, just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Microsoft Excel account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this Connect with Microsoft Excel button and then select your Microsoft Excel account. Then after that, just scroll down and click on Yes. After clicking on Yes, we will see our Microsoft Excel online account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. So I have created this Excel spreadsheet in Microsoft Excel Online, using which we are going to get the details of new sale inside Pabbly Connect. After connecting our account, the first thing it asks us is the workbook, that the new row data from which workbook we want to receive inside Pabbly Connect. And here in this drop-down, you can see a list of all the workbooks which we have created in Microsoft Excel Online. So here guys, I have created this workbook named as Sales Data, in which I am adding the details of a new purchase events. So here from this drop-down, we have to search for the same sheet, select this workbook. And after selecting it, it is asking us worksheet, that it is most likely possible that in this particular workbook, you might have created multiple worksheets. So you have to select that particular sheet from which you want to get the data. Right now in this workbook, I have only one sheet named as Sheet 1. That is why here in Pabbly Connect in this dropdown, you can see only one sheet as Sheet 1. So you just have to select that sheet in which you are entering the data of new sale, new purchase event, which we want to send to Facebook Conversion API. After selecting our sheet, when we will click on the Save and Send Test Request button, the details of the last row, most recent row which we have added in this sheet will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So right now in this sheet, I have added only one row of data of only one cell over here. So here guys, in Pabbly Connect, we will just click on Save and Send Test Request and we will get the response of that first row over here. So here in Pabbly Connect, we have received the response, and in this response, you can see the details of this complete row. Here you can see the first column of date and time, and here in Pabbly Connect, you can see the exact same date and time response. Then the second column was of order ID, and here in response, you can see order ID. Then after that, we have added first name, last name, email, mobile number, and total amount. So here you can see all of those details: first name, last name, email, mobile number, and also the amount. So here you can see that the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully connected our Microsoft Excel online sheet with Pabbly Connect and received the details of a new sale of a new purchase event from Microsoft Excel inside our Pabbly Connect workflow. After this, what we want to do, we want to send this purchase event details to Facebook Conversion API. For that, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in Choose App, search for Facebook Conversion API. Just select it, Facebook Conversions. And then in action event from the drop down, select the action event as send purchase event because we want to send the data of a purchase event of a sale. Just select it. And after this, we have to connect our Facebook Conversions account, Facebook Business account with Pabbly Connect. So just click on this connect button, select the add new connection and click on this connect with Facebook Conversions option. Now because I have already logged into my Facebook Business account in my browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account and made the connection. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the pixel ID. So here guys, we have to enter the pixel ID over here. Now you must be thinking how you will get this pixel ID. So you just have to go to your Facebook Business Suite and go to the Events Manager section. Just go here, go to All Tools of Facebook Business Suite, and after going there, just scroll down and here you can see an option of Events Manager. Just click on it. After coming to the Events Manager page, you will get the pixel ID of your Facebook Conversion account. So here you can see that my Facebook Events Manager is open in front of us. And this is the particular ad account for which we want to get the pixel ID. Just select it. After selecting it, here you can see that on the right side under pixel, you can see the pixel ID. Just copy it from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After entering the pixel ID, the next thing it asks us is the action source. So in the drop down here, you can see a list of different action source over here. Like from where we are getting all of these purchase events, this sales data or sales events. So from this drop down, you have to select your desired action source. I'm going to select physical store, for example. You can select any action source of your choice. Then after this, it is asking us event ID. Now what is this event ID? Let's read the help text. This ID can be any unique string chosen by the advertiser. It is used to deduplicate events sent by both Facebook Pixel and Conversion API. So guys, while running some Facebook ads, the ad conversion details are captured by Facebook Pixels, and using this conversion API, we are also sending some Facebook conversion details. So it can be a clash, like for example, if there is a sales event which is captured by both Facebook Pixels and also we are sending the conversion details of that particular sales, of that particular purchase event using this conversion API. This can cause the duplication of the same event, which might cause error in your Facebook ads optimization. So to avoid it, we have to enter any unique string over here in this event ID. So guys, I have selected the unique string as order ID. So every new order will have a unique order ID, a different order ID. And here guys, using this order ID, we are going to avoid the deduplication of events sent by Facebook Pixels and Conversion API. So here in this event ID, you have to enter any unique string, and I am entering order ID. But instead of this, you can select or enter any kind of unique string of your choice. So we have received this order ID from here from Microsoft Excel responses. Here it is. So we are going to map this response of order ID from these responses over here in this event ID field. Just click on this field and from the drop down from Excel responses, select this response of order ID and map it. After event ID, the next thing it asks us is the event time. That at what date and time exactly this purchase event happened. So we have entered the date and time of sale as well, of purchase event as well in this Google Sheet. Just a second, let me change the date, that is 25. Okay, So at this date and time, this purchase event happened. So we have to enter that date and time over here. But the help text says we have to enter the timestamp. We don't have to enter the date and time. We have to enter that date and time into the timestamp format. So here in our Excel sheet, we have added the date and time into the simpler format. So what we have to do, we have to convert this date and time from the simpler format to timestamp format. And to make this happen, we are going to use a feature of Pabbly Connect that is called date time formatter. So before this Facebook conversion step, click on this plus button of add action step, and then here in choose app, search for date time formatter. Just select it. After selecting date time formatter by Pabbly, in action event from the drop down, select the action event as format date with time zone. Click on connect. After clicking on connect, the first thing it asks us is the date. That what is the date whose format and time zone we want to change. So we want to change the format and time zone of this particular date. So we have to map this date over here in this field. Just click here and from the drop down, select this response of date. Then it is asking us from format that in which particular date and time format this date and time is present right now. So from this drop down, I'm going to select this format of day, month, year, hours, minutes and seconds. Then in to format from this drop down, we are going to select timestamp over here, select this. And in from time zone, we are going to select Asia Kolkata. And same in to time zone as well. We are going to select Asia Kolkata. Because Asia Kolkata, according to Indian time zone, I have entered this sales date and time in my Microsoft Excel sheet. Then just click on save and send test request. And after clicking on save and send test request, here you can see that this date and time is now converted into timestamp format. Now we have to map this response of date and time in timestamp format over here in this event time field. But when we will click here you can see that in drop down you can't see any mapping data. This is because we have added a new step, a new data before this step. So what we have to do, we just have to click on this connected button, select the existing connection and click on save. We just have to reconnect our account. And after this, let's map the event ID once and then the event time as well. Just click here and from the drop down from date time formatter responses, map the event time. Then it is asking us for the event name, that what is the name of this particular event which we are sending. So here guys, in this help text, you can see a hyperlink. Just click on it and it will take you to a page on Facebook Pixels or Meta Pixels page. And at this page, you can see a list of all the events for which you can send the conversion data to Facebook. Out of all of this, we have this event named as purchase. Now guys, here in this Excel sheet, we had the data of the sales of the purchase event. And we want to send this data to Facebook Conversion API. We want to send the data for this particular event of purchase, that when a purchase is made. So I'm going to copy this event name over here and then paste this exact same event name over here. But instead of this, here at this page, you can see a long list of different events. And you can send conversion details for any of these events according to your choice to Facebook Conversion using this automation. After entering the event name, it is asking us event source URL, that from which source you are getting this conversion, this sales. So we are not getting source from website. So just in case if you select website as the source action source, then you have to enter your website URL over here. But right now I'm not getting the sales from website. So we can ignore this field for now. Then here is a field of test event code. Now you must be thinking, what is this test event code? So in our Facebook Events Manager account, while testing this thing, while testing Facebook Conversion API, it gives us a test code. If we send that test code, then the conversions which we are sending to Facebook Conversion API are considered as test conversion. And using those conversions, our Facebook ads are not optimized. So I will suggest you, while setting up this automation, we can enter the test event code over here and send the test conversion details. And once we create this automation workflow and successfully test it, after that, what you have to do, you just have to remove this test event code from here. And after that, all the conversion details which will be sent to Facebook Conversion API will be actual conversion details, actual sales details. Now here you must be thinking how you can get this test event code. So to get it, just go to your Event Manager account and then here just go to test events. Now here guys, in this test event page, you can see that this is the test code. Just copy this test code from here, test event code, and then just paste it over here. So when we are sending this test event code, as I told you, that conversion is considered as test conversion. And while actually making this automation live, while you are using this automation in real time, you just have to remove this test event code from this step. Then it is asking us to opt out of ad delivery optimization. So if you want to send this conversion details just for attribution and using this conversion details, if you don't want to optimize your Facebook ad, from this drop down, in that case, you have to select true. Or if you want to optimize your Facebook ads based on these conversions, then from this drop down, you have to select false over here. Then it is asking us client IP, user agent, click ID, browser ID, and all of these details we don't have. All of these details are not mandatory, not required. So if you get these details from your orders or purchase event, you can enter it, or you can ignore these fields for now. Then it is asking us email, first name, last name, phone number, and other details of the customer of this conversion. So we have entered all of these details in our Excel sheet, and we have received this data in Pabbly Connect in the trigger window. So one by one, we will map that data. Just click on this field, and from Microsoft Excel responses, select the response of email address and map it. Then just click on this field from Excel responses, map the response of first name, then map the response of last name, and then let's map the response of phone number as well. After this, it is asking us city, state, and all the other details like address. If you get these details, just enter that data into your Excel sheet and map that data over here. If not, you can ignore these fields as well. Then it is also asking us data processing option country, and the state. So if you are from USA or particularly from California, then they have a different data protection rules. And according to that, you have to enter the field, enter the details over here. If you want to learn more about these data processing options, just click on this hyperlink in the help text, and then it will take you to a page of Meta. And here at this page, you will get all the details of data processing options. Right now, I'm not selling any product in USA or California, or I'm not getting any conversions from them. So right now you can ignore these fields. Now let's enter the currency and value. So I am in India and I'm getting these transactions in Indian rupees. So I'm going to enter the currency code for Indian rupees, that is INR. If you are getting the transaction in US dollar, you have to enter USD, or in whatever currency you are getting this sale, you have to enter that currency over here. At last, it is asking us for the value. So we have received the sales value from Microsoft Excel. So let's map that data as well. And then just click on save and send test request. Now, when we click on save and send test request, all the data which we have mapped over here, basically all the details of the purchase event which we have received from Microsoft Excel sheet will be sent to Facebook Conversion API. And here in response, you will see a success response over here. Now, after getting this response, let's go to the event manager section. And yes, here under test event section, you can see that just now we have received a purchase conversion event details. Just click on it, and here you can see the same data. We have the exact same event ID which we have entered over here. We have selected order ID as the event ID. The same ID which we have entered in our Excel sheet is received inside over here in Conversion API. Then you can see the same amount, same currency, and then same action source as well. The same details which we have entered in this action step. Also here you can see in user data key, because we have entered the test code over here, that is why you can see that we have received some test response over here. But while removing test code, after removing the test code, when you will test this automation, run this automation in real time, you will get the actual details. So here you can see that we have successfully created this automation between Microsoft Excel and Facebook Conversion API inside Pabbly Connect, using which you can send the purchase events from your Microsoft Excel sheet to Facebook Conversion API as you add the new row of data of a new purchase event in Microsoft Excel sheet. Here guys, let me tell you one more important thing. The connection of Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect is a polling based connection. And in this type of connection, Pabbly Connect will check for new data, new row of data in our Microsoft Excel worksheet every 8 hours. So every 8 hours, Pabbly Connect will check for new row, new data. It will get that data, and then this automation workflow will trigger. It will start processing all of that data once. So not just these applications, guys, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And guys, don't forget, after setting up this automation and testing it, don't forget to remove this test event code from this action step. Just remove this test event code, just delete it. And then what you have to do, you just have to click on this save button over here. Now, after this, all the conversion which pending from this automation, all of those conversion will be sent to Facebook Conversion API. And using that, you can optimize your Facebook ads. So you will get a clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate Gravity Forms and MS Excel and add the form submissions data to MS Excel. So what will happen? Every time the form submission is received, the details will be automatically added to MS Excel. In this way, you do not have to manually export the data and import it here manually. Want to set this automation for yourself? Come with me and I will show you the whole process step by step. Now to automate this process, I'm going to integrate Gravity Forms with the Excel sheet with the help of Pabbly Connect. It is an integration and automation software, and here you can see I am already logged in this software. You can also create your free account in just 2 minutes from the sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now once you will reach to the dashboard, click on this blue button that is create workflow and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I'm going to provide the name as sync Gravity Form submissions with Excel. Okay, I'm providing this particular name. Let me also correct this spelling first. Now click on create and then you will notice 2 boxes in front of you. So these are actually trigger and action. Let me show you. So here trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. Whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Try to understand with an example also. Whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, let's say, then automatically send an email via Gmail application to your customer. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. Well, according to our use case, alright, this spelling is not correct, so I should first correct this spelling. Alright, so I have updated the name. Now whenever a new form submission is received into our Gravity Form submission application, basically in Gravity Forms application, then automatically send the form submission data in MS Excel application. Okay, so this is how I have selected both the applications in this trigger and action window. Now I'm going to connect these 2 applications with the Pabbly Connect one by one. Okay, so firstly you will have to select the trigger event, that is the new response. Okay, you can also read the instruction that this will trigger on the new response. Okay, so basically here what will happen, every time a new response is received via Gravity Forms, Pabbly Connect will instantly capture the details. But before that, I'll have to build a connection in between these 2. For that, you'll have to copy this webhook URL and then go back to your Gravity Form, and here you can see I have several forms. Okay, so before you create any connection, where exactly I'm going to paste this webhook URL, for that you will have to firstly install an add-on. Okay, so let me show you the name of that add-on, basically which add-on you will have to install. Okay, so the name of that add-on is webhooks add-on. Okay, once it is activated, you will be able to add that webhook URL with your forms. Alright, so here are all my forms, and firstly I'm going to open a random form. Okay, so I have created this employment application form, and if I will open this form in front of you, you will see because of that add-on I will be able to find an option of the webhooks. Okay, so this is the setting, and here you will notice the option of webhooks. Alright, so this is the webhook. Simply open that option, and here exactly we are going to paste the same webhook URL. Alright, so how about I firstly delete this existing webhook URL so that I can show you everything from the scratch. Okay, now I am going to click on this add a new button in front of you, asking for the name. So how about I provide the name something like webhooks with, or you can say for Pabbly. Okay, I'm providing this particular name, and in this request URL you will have to paste, I'm sorry for that, you will have to paste the same webhook URL which you have received via Pabbly Connect. Well, in the request method the post will be the same. In request format you'll have to select JSON only, and now simply click on save settings, and this is how the connection in between Gravity Forms and Pabbly Connect will be successful. Now here you will have to read the instructions. So basically it is waiting for the webhook response, which means log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So basically it is asking to do a test submission or record. Okay, and here the test submission means creation of a new response on our Gravity Forms. Alright, so this is my form. Firstly I'm going to preview this form, and then I'm going to make a dummy submission in this form, and you will see the same form submission data will be collected via Pabbly Connect. Alright, so let me fill the details one by one. Alright, so I have provided the details here. The name of the person is demo user. This is just a random, a dummy name. admin@pabblytuts.com. Again, it is a random email ID, and here I have also provided the home address, a random phone number. Best time to call you will be mornings. Alright, what position would you like to apply for? So I have selected this sales position, and then finally I will be clicking on this I agree to the privacy policy, and here you can notice that I have also updated the resume. Now I am going to submit this form, and you will notice that once the submission is successful, the details will be collected via Pabbly Connect instantly. Why instantly? Because the trigger is actually the instant. Okay, this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data, and here you can see the response is already received. And if I will show you the details one by one, here we have the mornings, basically what time they should connect with me. So basically in the morning times. Let me also show you other details. Here's the description which I have provided into my form. Here we have the phone number, here we have the profile, here we have the email address, and this is how we have captured all the form submissions data. And the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Pabbly Connect and Gravity form is working absolutely fine. Now I am going to collect this form submission data into our MS Excel application, that too automatically and instantly. Okay, for that you'll have to firstly select the Microsoft application, then you'll have to select the action event, then you will have to connect to Microsoft Excel account with the Pabbly Connect, just like we have built the connection in between Pabbly Connect and Gravity forms. Well, I have already provided this connection, so I will go with the existing connection, but make sure that you always provide your Microsoft Excel account. Alright, so I have provided the access already, so I will go with the existing connection. So that is why I am clicking on save, and this is how Microsoft Excel account will be connected with the Pabbly Connect. So you can notice it is connected, and whatever the workbooks I have created inside my Excel account have started visible here. But currently in this case, I will select this form submission data, this particular spreadsheet, this particular workbook. Okay, so let me search for the same, that is form submission. Alright, so here I can notice the same sheet. Alright, asking for the worksheet. Well, I have a single sheet only, that is sheet 1, which has got selected automatically. Now whatever the columns I have created inside my Excel sheet, that is the name, email, phone number, city, state, position, applied. Okay, so there are total 6 columns, 1 2 3 4 5 6. The same columns will be visible inside my Pabbly Connect dashboard because I have specifically selected this workbook only. Here you can see the same columns, that is the name, email, phone number, city, state, and lastly the position applied. And from where I'm going to provide this detail? Well, remember we have just received the data into our previous step, and the interesting thing is I don't even need to manually copy this data and paste it here. I am going to map this data, and mapping is very simple inside Pabbly Connect. You just need to click on this particular field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. So how about I first map the name of the person, and whatever the things I am going to map here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. Alright, so here you can see I have provided the first name, then I have provided a space, and then I have given this last name. Okay, and these details, basically the name of this person, will be replaced automatically. Okay, this is how this automation is going to take place, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation. I have also mapped the email address, asking for the phone number. Well, I remember it was something like this. Alright, so this is just a random phone number. Asking for the city. Alright, so I have mapped the city as well, and lastly I'm going to map the state and the position applied, which was MP, I guess. Alright, so I have mapped, and lastly I'm going to map the position applied, that is sales. Okay, now I just need to click on this button save and send test request, and you will see a positive response will be received inside Pabbly Connect dashboard. Okay, here you can see the response is received. Let me go back here and let me first refresh my Excel sheet, and you will notice that the same details will be automatically updated into our MS Excel sheet. And here you can see the name of the person is the same. Here we have the email address, the phone number, the city, state and position applied. I have collected only 6 details. It is completely up to you that how much information you would like to collect via your form submission and what details you would like to add here. You can create as many as columns as you want, and this is how you have mapped the details via Pabbly Connect's dashboard. So in order to automate this process, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you can sit back and relax because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Simply set this automation once, and every time the new response is received, the details will be automatically collected into the MS Excel. And just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this link into my description box. Okay, so simply click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be also able to access this workflow inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. How to add new Zenler users to Microsoft Excel automatically. So as you all know, Zenler is an amazing course creation and course selling platform, and in this video I will teach you whenever a new user is added in Zenler, how you can automatically add that user, that student into MS Excel. In this way you can keep a track of all the new students into your MS Excel sheet. So if you also want to automate this process, come with me and I will show you everything step by step. Now to automate this process, I'll have to build an integration in Zenler and MS Excel application, and I am going to do that with the Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software. And since I'm an existing user of Pabbly Connect, here you can see I am already logged in. You can also create your free account in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now once you will reach to the dashboard, firstly click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. I have provided the name as add new Zenler users to Microsoft Excel automatically. Now click on create, and then you will notice 2 boxes in front of you. So these are actually trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application to your customers. Okay, so according to our use case, whenever a new user is added in Zenler application, then automatically add those users data in Microsoft Excel application. Okay, so that is why I am selecting these 2 applications in this trigger and the action window. Okay, now the idea here is I will have to connect these 2 applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect software. Okay, so firstly I will select the trigger event, that is when a new enrollment to a course, because I want to collect all the new enrollment of a course into MS Excel. Okay, so let me select the same. Okay, and here you can notice as soon as I have selected the trigger event, it has provided me a webhook URL and few set of instructions. Okay, so kindly read these instructions very carefully. Okay, so I am going to copy this webhook URL, then I'll go back to the Zenler account, and as per the instruction I will open a course, then I'll click on automation tab, and then I will edit the automation rules. Okay, so this is my Zenler account, and here you can see several courses I have created into my Zenler account, and I am going to edit this course, that is core PHP programming, because I want to collect the enrollment of this specific course. Okay, so here you can see the course is open. Click on automation as per the instruction, then click on edit automation rules. Again come back to Pabbly Connect, and now it is asking to add a new role, and then select the event of on role. Okay, so I'll go back to Zenler dashboard, and here you can see add role option. I have selected the same. Click on enroll role, click on role, and here you will notice that a new rule has been added. Here I will select add action, and here you will notice an option of a send a webhook. Okay, so I have selected the same. Okay, so simply provide a random name to your action. Okay, so how about I provide something like collect student data. Okay, student data. You can provide any random name as per your choice. Okay, and here I will paste the same webhook URL which we have received via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so I have pasted it successfully. Okay, now I'll click on save changes. This action is currently paused. Do you want to make it live? Yes, I will make it live. Apply to existing students. Yes, I would like to apply it on the existing students as well. And here you can notice the action is updated successfully. Okay, now I'll come back to Pabbly Connect dashboard, and here you can see a response is received. Okay, so I am going to click on this recapture webhook response button once again, because I want to show that whenever a new user is enrolled into a course, how that new user can be collected in Pabbly Connect instantly. Okay, so this is my dashboard. Okay, again I will preview this course. So sales page as a visitor. Yes, I would like to open this particular course as a user only, and then I'm going to register for this course with some dummy details, with some dummy user. Here you can see I'm already logged in. Okay, so how about I firstly log out from this dashboard, and now I am going to sign up once again with a new user. Okay, so don't have an account. Yes, I am going to sign up here. Okay, asking for the first name, last name. Okay, so how about I provide the name as demo, then customer, demo customer, email address is going to be admin@pabblytudes.com. all right, and here it is asking for the password. All right, so I have provided all the details. Clicking on sign up, and I am expecting, okay, the email address you have entered is already registered. Okay, so I'll have to replace it. How about I write something like desk@pabblytudes.com. okay, I'll have to provide the password once again. Alright, so I have clicked on sign up, and here you can see I am signed up here, and now I can access all the courses. Okay, so this is the core PHP programming. I'm sorry for that. Coming back to Pabbly Connect dashboard to check whether I have received any new response or not. And here you can see now I can access all the courses. Okay, so currently I am going to sign up for this particular course. Okay, and here you will notice that as a user, when I am going to enroll in this course, how the details will be collected via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so finally clicking on this enroll in course button, asking for the email address. Well, of course it is going to be the same. Clicking on enroll for free. And now it is saying congratulations and thank you for enrolling in this course. Coming back to my Pabbly Connect dashboard, and here you can notice the details of that particular user, that particular student has been captured into Pabbly Connect. Here you can notice the plan name is core PHP programming. The name of the person is the same, that is demo customer. The email address is also the same. We have the enrollment date as well. We have the created date as well, and we have the course ID also. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that connection in between Zenler and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen? Every time you will receive a new enrollment into a specific course, the details will be collected via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Now once the details have been captured, I want that these students data to be saved, to be added in Microsoft Excel. So here you can notice the application is already selected. In action event, you just need to select this add row to worksheet. So basically we are going to add a new row, and in that new row we will add the data of user. Okay, so just like we have built the connection in Pabbly Connect and Zenler, now we will build the connection in Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect. But for that, I will go with the existing connection. But if you are building this connection for the first time, you will have to go with the new connection only, and then you'll have to provide the access of your Microsoft Excel account. Okay, I'll go with the existing connection only. Clicking on save, and this is how my Microsoft Excel application will be also connected connected with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, why the data is not visible? I'll have to refresh, or I'll have to make this connection once again. Let me do that. Alright, so I have connected it once again, and here you can notice, since we are connected, whatever the workbooks I have created inside my Excel account have started visible here. I am going to select this all student details. Well, the spelling is not correct. I think I should first correct it. All student details it should be. Okay, so I have updated the same. Let me search for the same spreadsheet, for same Excel sheet. Okay, so here you can notice all student details. Okay, so I have selected the same. I will also have to click on this refresh to fetch new items in order to update the name here, in order to make the changes reflected here. Alright, the updated changes are visible here. Asking for the worksheet, so I have a single sheet only, so that is got selected, automatically. Okay, moving further, asking for the name, email, course ID. Okay, so here you can notice whatever the columns I have created into my MS Excel. Okay, so currently I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 columns into my MS Excel sheet, and the same 6 columns are visible here. That is name, email, course ID, enrollment date, course price, and we have this course name as well. So I just need to provide the data one by one in these fields, and this is how the details will be added into our Microsoft Excel. And the interesting thing is, I don't need to manually copy the above data and paste it here. I am going to map this data, and mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and you will find the same data, the above data here in the drop down. Let me search for the name of the person which was demo user or demo customer, I remember. Okay, so let me search for the same. Alright, so I have provided a space first, I think. Okay, I have forgot. Let me give a space. Demo customer is the name of the person. Asking for the email address, so again I have mapped it successfully. Asking for the course ID. Okay, so let me again search for the course ID, and here we have the ID which I have mapped. Now you must be thinking that what is this mapping which I am repeating again and again. So whatever the details I am mapping here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. Alright, here you can notice, since that course was free, so that is why the pricing is $0. Okay, and whatever the data, if I will add any data manually here, this data will remain same. Okay, so again I am repeating, whatever the details I am mapping here, these details will be replaced automatically in real time in next time. And if I will provide any data manually, the data will remain same. That is why the mapping plays a major role inside this automation, and this is how this automation is going to take place. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and you will notice that a response is received. Okay, and let me go back to my Excel sheet and check whether the details have been captured or not. Okay, so I have refreshed my Excel sheet, and here you can notice the same name of the person, the same email address of the person, the course ID, the enrollment date, the course price, and the course name. Every detail have been added here automatically. Okay, so in this way, now onwards, every time a new user is going to register for your course or enroll into your course, all the student data will be collected automatically into your MS Excel. And to automate this process, you just need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect once. After that, you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. And just in case, if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this link into my description box. Okay, so simply click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free.
Hello everyone, so in this video we are going to learn how to add Zendesk tickets info to Microsoft Excel, which means that as soon as a new ticket is raised in your Zendesk, then automatically your Microsoft Excel worksheet will be updated with that record of the ticket. In this automation that we are going to create using Pabbly Connect, our trigger will be the new ticket raised in Zendesk, and our action will be the new added row in Microsoft Excel. Let us learn how to do that. So let us learn that how you can create a record of all the tickets that have been created in your Zendesk in your Microsoft Excel workbook. So let us quickly sign in into our account so that we will reach this place where I can see all the applications provided by Pabbly, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect to create this automation. Click on Access Now. That will take me to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Reaching here, you will see a big blue button on your right side where it's written Create Workflow. Click on the button and give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Add Zendesk Tickets to MS Excel Workbook. Click on Create and then a blank workflow will be created for you like you will be able to see on your screen. You can see Trigger and Action, two major modules of Pabbly Connect on which the complete workflow runs. Before that, I would like to remind you to open your Zendesk account and also the sheet where you want to create the record of all the tickets so that you can connect both these applications to Pabbly Connect and also to make the changes which are required to create this workflow. Now let us understand the trigger and action working. Trigger says when this happens and action says do this, which means that trigger will be the first application where the event will take place manually, or we can say that we are going to perform that event. Here our trigger will be Zendesk because as soon as a new ticket is created in Zendesk, like here from the application, then this workflow will be triggered. All the data related to the ticket will be brought over here and further transferred to our action application, which is going to be Excel, where the event will be to add row to worksheet. Now let us first of all work on our trigger application. We need to connect Zendesk and Pabbly Connect so that all the data related to every new ticket that is created will be brought over here as a response. So for that we need this webhook URL that will act as a bridge between both these applications, Pabbly Connect and Zendesk or any of your trigger application. These are the instructions provided to you in the help text that you need to follow in order to use this webhook URL. Let us learn how to do that. First of all, log into your Zendesk account and click on the views from the left sidebar and go to manage views. Here is views. Go to manage views and here you will find manage views, solve tickets, unassigned tickets and all these menus. From the left panel, scroll down and you will get to apps and integration. Scroll further, you will get to webhooks. Click on webhook and create a webhook. Now this webhook is not just an event that is going to take place in Zendesk, it is basically a trigger or automation. So select that, click on next by proceeding, give it a name. I'm going to name it as MS Excel. Description is optional if you want. Now in case of endpoint URL, you have to fill this URL in that field. So copy it from here and then paste it in your endpoint URL. The request method is post and the request format is JSON as given over here. So you can cross-check it and perform the action. Now you have to test the webhook. Click on test and here click on send test. So we will be receiving a response here as a sample. Like you see, this is how the ticket will appear as a response. The subject, the description and the priority, the ID, all these details will be sent. Now just when this is done, click on create webhook and the setup is done. Click on finish setup. The webhook is created. Now one more thing that it just said right now, that you have to add a trigger also. So for that, come here to objects and rules in the same menu, and in objects and rules, in business rules, you will find triggers. Click on triggers and then you have to add a new trigger. Trigger is the situation when this webhook that you have added will work. Here I will type as ticket created and the description again is optional. Category will be notifications, that whenever a ticket is created, a notification will be generated. Condition, click on add condition and give over here tickets. So the condition will be that ticket is created or updated. We are working on created. So when the ticket is created is the condition for the working of this trigger. And action is notify. Notify what? So here first of all come to notify active webhook, and which is the webhook? We just added MS Excel 1. So every time this trigger will take place, it will notify the active webhook. Which webhook? This, which is directly connected to our workflow right here. Now they will need the JSON body. So erase these curly brackets, go to your workflow and from this help text, copy this complete JSON body and paste it right here. Now see, the cross button for the wrong identity is disappeared. Now just click on create and your trigger is also created. Since the trigger is created, we can go back to Pabbly Connect and click on recapture webhook response. Because this was a sample one, we will recapture by creating an original ticket now. Now it has started waiting for a webhook response. So we will go back to our Zendesk, click on this add button on your top left corner and go to ticket. Now we will create a ticket. The requester over here. So I'm going to put a requester email that who is raising the ticket. This is the email address. Then I have an assignee, so I will assign it to the support group. Followers, if you want to add, then add. Type is a problem. Priority, I'm setting it to normal. And here I will put the subject. The subject is electricity issue. And I will give a description of my problem over here. Now this is my description. I will simply click on submit as new. And here the ticket will be created. You can see the ticket is created. Go back to Pabbly Connect and you will receive the response here about all the details that you included while creating a ticket. You see, the title is electricity issue. The status is open. The priority is also correct. The group name that it is assigned to is support. And if you drag this one, you will see that here is the description. Right, so we have received all the details. Now we want to use this data to create a record in our MS Excel. So first we will see we have description, we have a group name, and we have a title. All right, so we go back to our sheet and we will create this column over here. So first of all, title, then we have group name, and we have the description. So these are the three fields that are required. All right, and if we have the email address, then you can send that as well. We do not have any email address of the person who assigned or who created this ticket. So these are the three. So we have given these names for the fields. Now we will be mapping the data in these fields so that every time a new ticket is created, then we will be getting all the details of the tickets here only. So now what we need is we need to extract this data which is having too much of details in our description section. So we will be retrieving that with the help of text formatter. Click on the action step next and type over here text formatter, which is a feature built inside Pabbly, and you can get formatted your text in any way that you want. So what we will be taking text parser, which takes out the text from the given paragraph or whatever text value you have. Now connection is not a difficult task because text formatter is a feature by Pabbly only. Now first we will map the text that you want to parse. So we will map this data of description. Now we want after this time from there to end. So after we will add this part which is 15:14. Alright, after this and before you want nothing which is the end, so not going to put anything. Click on save and send test request and you will get that data over here. And see, we have splitted the text and this is the description that we required. So now we can directly map it in our MS Excel sheet. Close this window, click on the plus button and add the last action step which is going to be Excel. Here Microsoft Excel is our action application. The event will be add row to worksheet. Now click on connect and add new connection. Since Microsoft Excel is a Microsoft application, we have to connect it using our account. It will automatically detect your account. You just have to give access to Pabbly Connect to update the cell values of your worksheet. Click on accept and your connection will be done. Once the connection is done, you have to choose the workbook name and also the worksheet name over here. Like you can see, you have your workbook and your worksheet. So what is the name of your workbook? It is Zendesk Tickets. So I'm going to find it here and this is the one. Alright, but it is Zendesk Tickets 1. So again, 1. Be precise in choosing your workbook name. Once it is chosen, it will automatically reflect these three columns that you have created. See, the worksheet is just one. We just have one sheet over here. So that is not a problem. And we have the column as title, group name and description. So let us map the data. So mapping is basically inserting data from the previous step. Which is the previous step? We have two steps over here ahead of MS Excel, which is Zendesk and text formatter. So we are going to take the title from Zendesk. So every time a new title is given to any new ticket, then it will be mapped over here. Column B is group name. So the group it is assigned to is support group. And then column C is description, which we have formatted using text formatter. So we will take the result from here. So this is the description given. Click on save and send test request and your fields will be updated. We are here waiting for our text to arrive. And here we have the data. See, the title is an electricity issue, the group name is support, and this is the description that we have given. Which means every time a new ticket will be created in Zendesk, the data of that new ticket will be recorded over here so that you can keep a record of all that. Now, these number of columns and the fields can be decided by you depending upon your own requirement. But this workflow is going to come handy if you want to keep the record of all the tickets raised in your account. So this was the whole workflow. I hope this helped.
How to automate invoice creation with MS Excel. So assume that you and your team members are adding the invoice and the customer details into MS Excel, and with that data you want to create an invoice automatically into some accounting or an invoicing software like QuickBooks. So in this video I will show you how you can integrate your Excel sheet with an accounting or an invoicing software like QuickBooks in such a way that whenever the new details are added here, how the invoice will be created automatically in QuickBooks. In place of QuickBooks, you can also connect your Excel sheet with different invoicing software like Xero and automate the process of invoice creation with the MS Excel data. Want to learn how you can do that? Come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is my Excel sheet in which I'm going to add all the invoices details, and with that data I will show you how you can automatically generate invoices into the software like QuickBooks. Okay, and in order to automate this process I'll have to first build an integration in these two applications, which I am going to do with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software. I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I am already logged in. You can also create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from the sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kinds of amazing automation. Okay, now once you will reach to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, firstly click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and then provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have provided the name as automate invoice creation with MS Excel. Now simply click on create, and after that you will notice two boxes. Okay, so these boxes are called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Try to understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application to your customer. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. Okay, so according to our use case, whenever any new customer and the invoice details are added into this Microsoft Excel application, then automatically generate the invoice into QuickBooks accounting software. Okay, so let me select the same in this action event, that is QuickBooks. Okay, so this is how I have selected both the applications in this trigger and the action window. Okay, and now the idea here is I'm going to connect both the applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. So let's connect our Excel sheet with the Pabbly Connect. So firstly I will select the trigger event, that is whenever any new row is added into the worksheet, this automation should trigger. Okay, so simply click on this connect button, click on add new connection, click on connect with Microsoft Excel, and then you will have to provide the access of your Microsoft Excel account. Okay, I have provided this access already. Basically I am already logged in into my MS Excel account, so instead of asking me the access, it is directly asking me for the permission. So I have provided the permission by clicking on accept, and this is how the authorization will be successful and my Microsoft Excel application will be immediately connected with the Pabbly Connect. Alright, so it is connected, and here you can notice because we are connected, whatever the workbooks are available inside my Excel account have started visible here. Okay, so currently I will select this specific workbook. I'm sorry for that. The name of the workbook is all invoices data. Okay, so let me search for the same, that is all invoices data. Alright, here we have the workbook, and you will notice that the worksheet will be already selected, automatically selected, because we have a single worksheet. Okay, let me show you. We have a single worksheet, that is sheet 1, which has got connected automatically. Okay, I have closed the landing page for now. Okay, now I am going to click on this button, and you will notice that whatever the most recent data is available inside our Excel sheet, the same data will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Here you can see that the response is received, and if I will show you the details of this particular response one by one, you will notice that it is the same data of Excel sheet, that is dummy customer demo @pabblytudes.com. Here we have the address, here we have the earphones. Okay, I think the email address is not correct. How about I firstly correct the spelling? It should be pabblytudes.com. Okay, so here you can notice the address is there, same, the line item description is also same. Okay, so the whole row data has been captured into Pabbly Connect, and let me click on this button once again. Alright, so the correct spelling has been fetched. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between our Excel sheet and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards, what will happen? Every time you and your team will add any invoice or the customer details into this MS Excel sheet, the data will be captured via Pabbly Connect automatically, but in every 8 hours, because this trigger will check for the new data in every 8 hours. Basically, the trigger here is the polling base, which is going to fetch the data in every 8 hours. Okay, and once that data is fetched via Pabbly Connect, what should be the next step? So basically, it should create an invoice in QuickBooks. Okay, but before we create any invoice in QuickBooks, we will have to make sure that the same customer should be already available into the QuickBooks. Okay, then only we will be able to create a new invoice for that specific customer. Okay, so instead of selecting the action event as create an invoice, firstly I am going to select the action event as create a customer, because firstly I am going to create a customer and then further I am going to create an invoice for this specific customer. Okay, so simply click on connect, and just like we have connected Excel and Pabbly Connect, now we are going to connect this QuickBooks and Pabbly Connect. Okay, and again it will ask you the access of your QuickBooks account. Okay, but I am already logged in into QuickBooks. Okay, so it will directly ask me for the permission. Alright, so here you can notice my QuickBooks account is connected with the Pabbly Connect, and even the authorization is successful. And here you can see that it is asking me several details which are actually required for creating a contact, for creating a customer. Okay, so let me provide the data one by one. And the interesting thing is, we have already captured the customer's data into our previous step, and we do not even need to manually copy this data and paste it here, because we are going to map this data. Okay, and mapping is very simple. When you will click on this field, you will find the above data, the same data here in the drop down. Simply select that data. So for example, it is asking for the name. Okay, so let me map the first name, and in the same way I am going to map the last name. Okay, so this is how I am going to provide the details one by one. Basically, I am going to map the details one by one. Okay, asking for the mobile number. Now you must be thinking that what is this mapping which I am repeating again and again in front of you. Okay, so whatever the details I will map here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. Okay, I am repeating this again. Whatever the details we are mapping here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in next time in real time. Okay, so I have provided the basic data which are actually required for creating a customer. How about I directly click on this button, and once the response is received in this dashboard of Pabbly Connect, I will assume that the customer has been created successfully into my QuickBooks accounts. And here you can notice that the positive response is received, which means the customer has been created. Okay, so let me refresh this customer section and wait for that customer to be created. Let us even check whether the customer has been created or not. Alright, so you can notice that the same customer with the same name, that is dummy customer, has been created. Let me open the details of that customer, and where is the email address of this person? I'll have to check. Alright, so this is the customer section, and here you can notice the same email address is also here, the same shipping address is also here. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between QuickBooks and Pabbly Connect is also working fine. Okay, so what will happen? Every time you will add the new data here, every time you will add the new customer or invoice details here, firstly a customer will be created automatically in QuickBooks. Okay, and this might take take at least 8 hours, okay, so don't worry about that, but for sure your customer will be created. Now once the customer is created, what should be the next step? So we are about to create an invoice into the same accounting and invoicing software, that is QuickBooks Online. In place of QuickBooks, again you can create the invoices in different accounting and invoicing software like Xero, okay. You just need to search for your favorite application, okay. In the action event this time I'll go with this, create an invoice. Simply click on connect, and instead of going with the new connection, this time I'll go with the existing connection because we have already connected our QuickBooks account with the Pabbly Connect. Here you can notice lot of existing connections are available, okay. So simply clicking on save, and this is how my QuickBooks account will be connected with the Pabbly Connect once again. Alright, it is connected, and here you can even notice that how the same customer is available in the drop down automatically, okay. But we are not going to select this customer from the drop down. Why? Because if I will select this customer manually from the drop down, what will happen? Every single invoice will be created for the same customer, okay. So instead of providing this value manually, I am going to map this value, and again for mapping you will have to simply enable this mapping button and then remove this ID. Yes, this is the ID of the customer for the same customer which is visible after enabling the mapping button, okay. So I will remove this existing ID, and then I am going to map the ID of the customer. Now from where we will get this customer ID, okay. So when we have created a customer into our QuickBooks application, I'm really sorry for that, you will notice that in the response we have also received the ID of the customer, okay. So here we have the customer job, customer bill, and here we have the customer ID which I am about to map it, okay. So again click on this field, and here you will find the customer ID. Simply search for the customer ID value, okay. So here you can notice the customer ID is available, and this is how I am going to map the details one by one which are actually required for creating an invoice in QuickBooks, okay. So asking for the email address, again click on this field and search for the email address from your Excel sheet data, okay. So how about I search with the help of @. Alright, so this is the email address. Asking for the shipping address, so remember we have also provided the shipping address which was something like Premier Orchard Bhopal, okay. So again I have provided. Asking for several other details, okay. So I'm going to provide only the basic details just to show you how invoice creation can be done. You can provide the values as per your requirement. Asking for the transaction date and the due date. Let us check whether we have any due date into our spreadsheet, into our Excel sheet. Alright, so how many dates we have? So here my team has added the transaction date and the shipping date, okay. So I'm going to provide the same details, okay. Asking for the transaction date, let me click here and search for the date. Alright, so where is the date? I'll have to check. And here we have the transaction date. Asking for the doc number, well, if you will leave this particular field blank, the value will be populated automatically. Asking for the ship date, and yes, we do have the ship date, okay. Again searching for the same, and here we have the shipping date, okay. So I think I have provided all the important details. No, this item detail type is going to be the same. The description is really important, okay, and we even have provided the description of our product, that is this, okay. Asking for the quantity. All right, so where is the quantity? Asking for the unit price, okay. So do we have the unit price? I'll have to check, and yes, we do have the unit price also. Asking for the line item amount, okay. So we do have the line item amount as well, okay. And do we have other details left? Okay, line item discount percentage, okay. So I'll have to check whether we have provided any detail like this or not. Yes, we do have the discount percentage and the tax rates percentage, okay, and the value is actually 0, okay. So I can directly search for that value, and yes, we do have that value, okay. So this is how you can map the details one by one directly from the MS Excel sheet, and I think I have provided the details almost into the important fields. Now again, it is up to you that what kind of information you would like to provide in order to create the invoice. Lastly, let me also provide the currency, and we have the currency as this. Okay, so I think I have added all the details. Now I am going to click on this button, and I'm really expecting that the invoice will be created automatically. Well, the response is received. Let us check this response. Well, it is saying that the invoice has been created. So this is my invoices section. Let me open that and check whether this invoice is created or not. And here you can notice that we have the customer name as dummy customer. Let me click on that name of that customer, and here you can notice we have the status of the customer. And where is the invoice? Okay, you can even edit this invoice, and if I'll click here, okay, if I will click on this particular section, you will be able to see the invoice link also. I'm going to copy the link. Let me open into the new tab and show you what kind of invoice has been created. Okay, so these are the details of the customer. Let me click on this button and check the invoice. Alright, so here you can notice we have the bill to as dummy customer, we have the ship to as this, we even have the product name, we even have the same pricing. Okay, so this is how with some data of the Excel sheet the invoice has been created into our QuickBooks software automatically. Okay, so this is how you can automate the process of invoice creation directly from your Excel sheet data. Yes, now onwards your team just need to add the invoice and the customer details into the Excel sheet one by one, and within few hours all the invoices will be created, will be generated automatically into your invoicing software like QuickBooks. You do not even have to share the access of this software with your team. Simply share your Excel sheet with the team, and as soon as they will add the data, the invoice will be created automatically. For that, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. And just in case, if you want to access this 3-step automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my automation into the description box. Okay, you just need to click on this link and then sign up into the Pabbly Connect for free, and then you will be able to access this workflow, the same automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. How to send messages from MS Excel to Microsoft Teams automatically. So today I am here with a very interesting automation using which you can connect your Excel application and Microsoft Teams application in such a way that whenever you add a new message here into your Excel sheet, the same message will be sent to your team automatically on Microsoft Teams application. And the best part is, once this automation is set up, you do not have to do anything manually, and any non-technical person can also create this automation very easily. So if you also want to automate the process of message sending to your team directly from the Excel application, then come with me. I will show you everything step by step. So this is my Excel sheet, and whatever the implementation or important stuff I am planning for my team, I am going to keep a track of all those instructions in this Excel sheet. And I want that as soon as I add any instruction here in the sheet, the same instruction, the same message should be shared with my team as well on Microsoft Teams application, so that I don't need to manually copy the messages and paste it here and send it here. Okay, and to automate this whole process, firstly I'll have to build an integration in this Excel and Microsoft Teams application, which I am going to do with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is again an integration and automation software. And I'm an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so you can notice I'm already logged in. You can also create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kinds of amazing automation. Okay, now once you will reach to the dashboard, firstly click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I am going to provide the name as automate the message sending from MS Excel to Microsoft Teams. Alright, so I am going to provide this particular name. Let me once again correct the spelling. Now simply click on create after providing the name, and then you will notice two boxes. Okay, so these boxes are called as trigger and action. Okay, and here the trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Try to understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application to your customer. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. Okay, now according to our use case, whenever any new instruction or a message is added into this Excel application, then automatically send the same message on Microsoft Teams application. Okay, so let me select the same, that is Microsoft Teams. Alright, I have selected both the application in the trigger and the action window. Okay, and now the idea here is I'm going to connect both the applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let us connect Excel and Pabbly Connect. Firstly, select the trigger event, that is new row in worksheet. Yes, I want that whenever I add a new row and in that new row I add any instruction, this automation should trigger, or we can say those details of Excel sheet should be captured via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so simply click on connect, click on add new connection, click on connect with Microsoft Excel, and then you will have to provide the access of your Excel account. Okay, well, I am already logged in into my Excel, so here you will notice it is directly asking me for the permission instead of asking me for the access. So I have clicked on accept, and this is how the connection in between Excel and Pabbly Connect will be successful. Okay, authorization is also successful. I'm sorry for that. Now once it is connected, you can notice that whatever the workbooks are available inside my Excel account have started visible here. Okay, so I'm going to select this specific workbook. The name is all instructions and rules to be implemented. Okay, let me search for the same. Alright, here you can notice all instructions and rules to be implemented, and in the worksheet, well, I have a single sheet only, so that sheet will be selected automatically, you will notice. Okay, and now I will click on this button, and as soon as I do that, you will notice whatever the information is available at this particular row, the same details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. And here you can notice the details of Excel sheet has been captured. Let me show you it. Okay, so this is the row data 0 pitch Pabbly Connect's free account in video. Yes, we have the same data, pitch Pabbly Connect's free account in video. Further, we have this instruction, hello video team, and here you can notice we have the same instruction. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in this spreadsheet and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards, what will happen, whatever the details you will add here in the spreadsheet, in this Excel sheet, these details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. But if you are thinking that these details will be captured instantly and immediately, then you are absolutely wrong. It is going to take some hours. Yes, because the trigger here is the polling based, okay, which is going to capture the new data in every 8 hours. You can even read the instruction that this trigger will check for the new data in every 8 hours. But don't worry about that. It is surely going to capture this data and automation will surely work, but it is going to take few hours only. Okay, so the first step of our automation is done. Now moving further, I'm going to send the same message, the same instruction to my team over Microsoft Teams application. Okay, so let me first select the action event, that is send a message in our channel. Okay, so I have already created a channel. In that channel, I would like to send a message. Okay, so clicking on add new connection, clicking on connect with Microsoft Teams application. Okay, and again you will have to provide the access of your Excel sheet account. Okay, but I have provided this access multiple times. Okay, so I can also go with this existing connection. Okay, and but make sure if you are building this connection for the first time, you will always have to go with the new connection only, and after that you can also go with the existing connection. Okay, clicking on save, and this is how the authorization will be successful, and my Microsoft Teams account will be also connected with the Pabbly Connect. So here you can notice it is connected, and because we are connected, whatever the teams I have created inside my Microsoft Teams application have started visible here. Okay, so I am going to send the message in this Pabbly Connect team. Okay, so let me search for the same. Do we have the same team name? All right, I have selected, and in this team I have also created 3 to 4 challenges. I'm sorry, not challenges, it is channel. Okay, that is general, ask images, Pabbly team, parampara reviews, and workflow form submission. Let me show you the same channel name here also. Okay, you can notice the same 5 channel names are visible here also. I would like to send the message in specifically in this channel, so I have selected the same, and from here exactly I can compose my message. And the interesting thing is, because we are going to automate this process, I'm not going to manually compose this message because we already have this message. We just need to map this message here. Okay, so mapping is very simple. When you will click on this field, you will find the above steps data here in the drop down. Simply select that data, and this is how the data will be mapped. Now you must be thinking, what is this mapping? Okay, so whatever the details you will map here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in next time or in real time. Yes, with every single data, with every new data, these details will keep on changing automatically because I have mapped this data. Okay, and if I will provide any value manually here, okay, let me show you how you can do that. So I can add some instruction like new instruction for the video team. Okay, so what will happen with every single message, this instruction, this particular line will be same, that is new instruction for the video team. Okay, let me do that. I will also add this hyphen and adding a space. All right, and then further I am going to map this message. Okay, so what will happen, this message will keep on changing automatically as soon as a new row is added here. Okay, but this message will remain same. Okay, so this is the difference in providing the value manually or in providing the values with the help of mapping. Okay, now I'll click on this button and you will see that in front of you the same message will be sent once again on my Pabbly Teams channel. Okay, let me refresh it. Okay, and before that let us check whether the response is received, and yes, you can see the response is received, which means the message has been sent. Okay, coming back to my Microsoft Teams application account and waiting for that message to be arrived here, and here you can notice the same message. Okay, new instruction for the video team. Did you notice that how the same line has been added, and with a space we have the same message. Hello video team, start mentioning about Pabbly Connect's free pricing model. Whenever you ask user to sign up, do mention that they will get 100 tasks free, that too every month, to test the automation. We will monitor that if this is increasing our signups or not. Thanks. And this is the same message which I have added into my Excel sheet. Okay, so this is how at the same time you can keep a track of all the important messages, and directly from the Excel sheet you can send these messages on Microsoft Teams application. I hope you have understood everything, and once this automation has been set up in this Pabbly Connect dashboard, after that you do not have to do anything manually. Okay, make sure this automation should be enabled, and after that what will happen, every time you will add the details here, the message will be sent automatically to your team on Microsoft Teams application. But again, you will have to wait for at least a few hours, as I have mentioned that the trigger here is the polling based. Okay, so this is how you can automate this process. And just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this link into my description box. You just need to click on this link and then sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.